Hey yo, what's good, what's good, what's good? Yeah. Looks like we are pretty much ready. So yeah, we have the finalized bracket. I'm just gonna mark some matches for stream. Let me just see who we have here. Some names that I don't. I'm kind of feeling like knee question mark could be good. Teppo and Tunington though. I feel like it's been a while since I last saw Tunington in Salty. Could be good. Devo and Lucaro, that's kind of a classic, but Grizzchan against ArpOxx. I think those are names. I remember Grizzchan for sure, but ArpOxx I'm not sure about. Teppo's pretty good. Yeah. It was the Teppo seed 26 as well. So this you know, best tier in the world, definitely new. Ooh, this could be interesting. But I would rather watch actually the Teppo Tunington against what is R.E.V.O cooking? What's R.E.V.O cooking? I wonder. Ikebana. I kind of want to see this one though. I've seen this one. It's gonna be a banger. For third round, I kind of want to see. Oh no! Could be very good. Could be very good. I'll put that one on, and then we'll do this. We'll do these two, and then of course for debate, everything streamed as usual. Go, and there we go. And of course, if you're not on stream, did I already? I think I already said that. Dementia, getting old. All right. You, Devo, that's easy. That's easy. You got him. You got him. That's easy. See? That's what I'm saying. That is easy win for you. No frills, no worries. Just gotta cook. I think I'm gonna do a mythical setup today of me having one camera and one PNG. There's gonna be other commentators on for debate, of course, but for now it's just gonna be me. Which of course you all prefer, because you all love me. Where go? I really need to make eventually. I actually need to order my like do something about my files and everything because I'm like not the I'm like kind of a messy desktop kind of guy, and my the way I've set things up right now to find like everything in like my stream folder stuff I need to go through like 3 different subfolders. It just takes like way too long for no reason. Like I actually have to like go scavenge every time I scavenger hunting every time I have to find something for the stream. Oops. But no, make do, make do. Guild Drive. All right. Get the show on the road, and let me get camera on. See me as well. I guess you can see me. It's just I guess you can't. Where is the ace? Yeah, I also need to rename these images because right now it's like image 10, image 10, image 10. Are they gonna have a beginner winners tournament? That's kind of cool. Boy, is bro filming over here? Water bottle. It's good. Professional. Almost. Very professional. There we go. All right. Got my very fitting for Strive Tekken World Tour hoodie on. So perfect. Let me go add the money to Matcherino that I forgot to add, and while I do that, go get the players, of course. Again, reminder to claim the code if you haven't on Matcherino already. Dude, let me tell you something crazy, okay? Because I saw Volton writing that he claimed he was going to claim the first code, right? I am at my phone. We're getting a shawarma in town because I'm a little bit getting home late. As I go in there, I immediately, right, I open it up. I'm like, all right, and then I claim a code. And somehow, some way, I think Volton claimed a code faster than me, and I claimed a code literally the second after I like opened it. I don't know how he did that. Like, we're just like hanging out in the Matcherino. What? It's like, how? Did you actually time that? That's crazy. Anyways, we're gonna have this guy's too good. We're gonna have Grizzchan up against ArpOxx. An interesting matchup here. I think Grizzchan plays is Bridget, right? Sleep deprived? Yeah, that's fine. What's going on with my hair today, though? Like, weird bangs, man. Look at that. Stop that. I'll be crazy instead. Yeah, that's valid. That's valid, Craig. Just know that frame 1, once you join, I'm gonna put you on stream. So yeah, gonna send it off, right? Gotta send it off. We got one. So apparently, one is French here. ArpOxx. Grizzchan, we don't know. Where is Grizzchan from? Netherlands. All right. Rusty Axel, there you go. Again, I am more and more convinced that I'm probably not on Axel next season, but we'll have to see. I think I would try a character where I can just kind of slam my face on the hitbox or my arcade stick or whatever, and then just mix people. I think that'd be good. Change. Alright, anyways, looks like we are ready. This is going to be Bridget against Giovanna. Although I am thinking about Dizzy, so I think that's probably not quite fitting for that kind of playstyle. You know what, Volton? I think that, you know, I respect that. I respect that. Sometimes, you know, you're feeling yourself a little bit too much, you know. And especially if you're feeling yourself that much, playing tournament, it's like, man, if you then lose, it's like, man. Exactly, Link, exactly. But yeah, I have thought about for next season, again, as I said, Dizzy I'm kind of interested in, right? But I am also, because that's a character I played in Xrd, I am a little bit interested in seeing how Elfil is going to turn out next season. I do think Elfil looks pretty fun. And I need a character where I can absolutely blow up people at locals. But that's my dream. And I'm already doing that alright on Axel, but I need to blow up people even harder. Like, right now I feel like my win rate is pretty good against people who are like not genuinely good players. That's all I need. Like, I'm not gonna beat the people who are just grinding the game, of course. In the opposite ways. So you want them to make Elfeld's offense worse and Lucy's offense better? Talking.
Perfect.
Right, so 1-0 here. Oh, Grizzchan.
Mankind. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, ArpOxx in a lot of trouble here. ArpOxx getting something started here. We at the wall tension, building up to 1 bar. Spending immediately on that. BRC turns out not that well, but who cares because we're just going to get in right after that. And that's going to be a fast round. ArpOxx bringing it back, right? Just 1 round away here. Tying up that game. Grizzchan though, still pretty strong. Going to send out that yo-yo. Just going to use those long normals, right? To zone out ArpOxx a little bit. But it's not working out at all. Good timing there from ArpOxx. And now we're going to get that patented Giovanna strike throw in the corner. Big counter hit there as well. There's no super, so right, won't be able to kill, but Grizzchan is in a lot of trouble. 1 more hit will do it. And just risks it all on that DP. Does not work out. ArpOxx 1-1. See, I'm pretty interested if they make Elfeld's offense more reactable, like interactable, right? Like how much is too much, right? Because I feel like it's a character, if you make it too interactable, suddenly that character can't do anything. Kind of interesting. Again, calls out that DP. Woof. Yeah. Exactly. It very much sucks, right, when you're playing a character where, you know, you have a pretty alright offensive thing you can do, but, you know, yeah. Exactly, but there's just too many options, right? So it kind of needs to be balanced around that. I think though, if you watch some of the interviews, right, about from Ken Miyoshi about the state of the game, stuff like that, it does seem pretty good. You never know, right, how it turns out, but I would say it definitely seems like they know where they want to take the game, and it seems to be in a pretty sensible direction. Oh, gonna go downstairs. Grizzchan in trouble. Oh, see now that super, but no 6p. And then that's ArpOxx now 2-1. Yeah, it's nice, right? I definitely feel like having someone like Ken Miyoshi to make stuff, yeah, feel a lot better, right? But again, we'll have to see how it goes, of course. But it's always nice when you get the like you get someone from development team or director or whatever actually talking about things where what they're saying is making sense. Coming from Tekken, right? A lot of they post like something about balance, philosophy, stuff like that, and you're just thinking, man, oh no, when you're reading like the philosophy and stuff, right? And with the stuff here from the interviews, it just feels like, yeah, this makes sense. This makes sense. Yeah. But Tekken is always like, it's like, yeah, this is good. This is good. Wait, yeah, this makes sense. And then you're like, oh no, at the end. It's like, there's always something where you're like, oh no. But I didn't really feel like there was anything here. I genuinely feel like Back to Basics was like a marketing thing. And I feel like the marketing department didn't talk at all with the development department, if that makes sense. Like, it's way too disjointed. Yeah, exactly. And yeah, 2-2. Good stuff, Grizzchan here. And of course, winner of this will go up against Salcasco. Very, very strong Anji there from Italy. So yeah, this could be pretty interesting, seeing how that one turns out.
Men, Duel 1. Let's rock.
Yeah. See, I would say, and it's hard to tell from Twitter, right? But as a Tekken player, I would say benefit of the doubt here is actually they did do Back to Basics. In the sense they actually did nerf system mechanics. Issue is they just, for some reason, instead put all the like turbo buffs on characters. So now, yeah, we went back to basics kinda because the mechanics are fine. Now, genuinely, heat is fine for the most part. But every single character is just incredibly broken instead, which was already an issue in Season 2, and they didn't really make that better at all. Like, Season 3 is way better than Season 2, but it's still not, like, great. It is an upgrade, but it's not as big of an upgrade as people wanted. Yeah, exactly. But enough of that. No more that T-word around here. We are talking Guilty Gear Strive, and right now ArpOxx trying to win 2 in a row because, of course, back against the wall, both players with 2 wins here. Grizzchan, try to rock the baby, doesn't work out though, and is gonna instead get that big counter hit delivered right to the shin. Downstairs we go, ArpOxx. What are you gonna do here? He's gonna block. You don't really have to go in, right? You have such a big life leader. Super, that's... Ooh, okay. I like to cancel. That's good. I was about to say that was a big risk. But with 2 bars, that's completely fine. Rock the baby again. Gonna connect. Trying to deflect shield there, ArpOxx. It's a bit of a slugfest here. Grizzchan still with that chance. Ooh. Dashing, where you going? That's gonna hit! And we are gonna go down to final round here. Who is gonna take our first game of the day? Counter hit, ArpOxx. Double Luigi indeed. Grizzchan, not a lot of life left. Oh, alright, just press it twice, you know, the classic. No, I'm just gonna whip my button, let me just press it again right after. Fall out there with punish. Oy. So all the pressure now on Grizzchan's side. We do have ArpOxx burst available soon. I've never seen so many Rock the Babies hit in a set ever. That's crazy. Oy. Bring in. And that super is gonna seal the deal. ArpOxx. Good stuff. Very nice match there. Cheeky. The Wild Assault win. Can't believe it. Abusing old grandpa mechanics. Can't believe it. Legacy mechanic. Imagine that. Imagine we, in a world, we get Guilty Gear. What's the next one gonna call? Guilty Gear Converge, right? We get Guilty Gear Converge. And people are gonna be like, yeah, we need Wild Assault back, legacy Guilty Gear mechanic. Imagine that. And then they go like, yeah, you know, they announced like we're gonna get Wild Assault for Guilty Gear Converge Season 3, and people go like, yes, finally back to real Guilty Gear. Some people, like, again, I can see it with Tekken. Some people arguing like, oh, dude, Tekken 7, Rage Drive was so good. It was so good, Rage Drive, you know? It's like what the fuck? We complained about Rage Drive for all of that game. What do you mean? Exactly. It's always funny, like the hindsight, like people remembering like something that's just not how it is. Yeah. Yes and no. Yes and no, because Street Fighter 5 was pretty sloppy for a lot of seasons. But yeah, at the end it was actually kind of good. It was good. At the beginning, it was awful. Netcode didn't really hold up at all, right? Gameplay was lackluster. And then they kind of fixed the netcode, and then they fixed the gameplay, and the game was very hype. Yeah, exactly. It was good at the end. How do you say this? Ribiroibis? Ribiroibis? Ribiroibus. Ribiroibis. How? Yeah, Roibus. Yeah, but that's probably wrong. Ribiroibis. How? Ribirubesh. 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 That's hard. I'm gonna say beige. Beige. Ribirubesh. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. But I'm good. Should I say Ribi or Rubesh? What are we doing? Ribi or Rubesh? I'm gonna say Ribi. Ribi is fun to say. Both are fun to say, but Ribi. It's gonna be Ribi up against Shin Ki. I hope Happy Chaos wins. I'm a Happy Chaos main, and he's just so fun. People get so trolled by the funny gun, and his voice lines are so cute, like when he says, boom, lol. He's super random, but also smarter than he looks, just like, for real. I agree. Ribi in a bit of trouble. He's gonna get overdrived all the way downstairs. Yeah, that is true. Dude, I hope Shin Ki loses. I can't believe Shin Ki messed up my ELO side last time. I hope Shin Ki, you know, goes down to lose his own. That's all I'm saying. No way this guy's named Kirk Crimson, dude. Alright, Ribi in a lot of trouble. That was a quick game from Shin Ki here. Shin Ki definitely not an easy opponent though. Just strong player. Always were. Right. Game 2 here, Ribi needs to find a way in because it was looking very one-sided that game 1, and we are just gonna go right back to it here. again, when you let SaltyEU just kind of, you know, do his thing, put you in the corner, mix you, he is still very, very strong. If an early burst there, but you know what, doesn't matter, right? Just wants to continue on with the pressure, but R.E.V.O now, good start. Deus Ex Machina gonna break the wall here as well, the overdrive. This could be the start of something good for the Irish heavy chaos player, but no! Shin Ki just is rushing in, doesn't care at all. Alright, tension building up. The first round here. And Shin Ki playing very nicely today. Big counter hit from round start. We're just in this corner. Look at Deja Vu just replaying the same round over and over again here. Gonna do R.E.V.O. Alright. That Dark Souls roll! Gonna get hit as well here. And a little bit counter hit. Loading up the gun. Some chance here. I get the mix, but we only got one bullet left. Basically no concentration left in the chamber either. YRC to get some distance, but now no bullets at all. Oh no. Oh no! And that is gonna be 2-0 Shin Ki. Again. Looking very, very solid here. Alright. So 2-0. I mean, game 2 definitely looked better, right? But well, let's see how it goes for game 3.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Yeah, R.E.V.O definitely did get some shots in there, but time for the reverse sweep maybe. We'll have to see. I assume you guys will be seeing R.E.V.O at the IGM. When is IGM again, actually? So IGM, is it spring now? Next one? Kind of hype. Cool, able to bring so many people out from Ireland and the UK and the rest of Europe as well. Always love to see it. This weekend? Hell yeah. Hope R.E.V.O, I assume you'll be there as well, Flat then. That's high. Right in the Easter as well. Hope that doesn't cause any trouble, actually. Look at that, Shin Ki just piling on the pressure. The Super gonna get that hard knockdown, and Eddie just on the screen taking up all this space. R.E.V.O bursting now. Final chance here to stay alive. Could be something. Okay. Bring in. Okay, we got the curse. This is a very good chance, but no can do Shin Ki with a clean 3-0. I went to Elec Throwdown in Dublin when that was still a thing. And it was the year where the Pope was visiting Dublin. Oh my god, that was a mistake. I didn't realize, of course, like after booking that the Pope will be there, but oh my god, the whole city was like closed down, man. It was so hard getting to the venue. Awful time. The event itself was sick though, but yeah. It was a bit of a shame. Right. So, up 32 we go. It's a bit of a fast match, so we don't have our next one up yet. As you can see, it's going to be this one here. It's going to be a shocker. Yeah, I mean, see, you hell yeah. You'd think, you know, I would be like all on online stuff like that, doing so much online stuff, but honestly, online is fun, but it's like, it's not really the, like going to a tournament is just so much better. Like, I would really say like anyone has the opportunity to go offline, please do. Especially like, even like locals are great, right? But if you have like any major or like bigger tournament that you can realistically go to in your area, it's always such a good time. fun, right? You go to meet a lot of people, you go to hang out, get some good food, get a lot of games in. It's just different, man. It just hits different. I don't think I would be like still be doing FGC stuff if it wasn't for online or offline, right? So like the goal is always offline in the end. And there we go, Shuba taking out I believe Pieta actually. So good stuff there, Shuba. Gonna be Shuba and Shocker. Maybe Shuba not too drunk today. We'll have to see. Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah. It's genuinely very fun being offline. I was just getting a face to a lot of the people you've been hanging out with, right? I think that's also great. Although it's very funny because, like some people that I've, you know, I've like commented games off, and I've seen so much, and they've seen the stream. They always hang out and chat, and I'm going there. I'm like, hey, what's up? And they're like, they look at me like this, like they don't know who I am, right? It's so. I'm like, man. You've seen me on stream like 1,000 times. What do you mean? But now. Thank you. And you know, I'm not like a big personality or anything like that, but it's like if someone like hanging out and stream so often, you'd expect them to know how you look. I get it. I'm also people blind. Yeah. Right, Shocker and Shuba is in there. I remember at Headstomper like 2 years ago, I was like, hey, what's good, Sando? And Sando's been on for like 1,000 times, and he just looked. I was like, I'm Ace, because oh, it's like every fucking time.
Cannot change society. So instead of reflecting
That's funny.
on themselves, they blame
But there are also just some people who will like recognize you every time, right? Like that. I'm like, oh no, who's this?
heaven or hell.
I think that was even pre-Asuka, maybe. No, it wasn't. It was. I think that was Asuka. Yeah.
Axel.
No, I think that was Ram. I think that was during Ram era. Sunday. It was the cover that was set up, yeah. And here we go, Shocker, of course, on that Axel, and Shuba on the A.B.A. Dude, Bolsa, it's so funny. There's this, you might know him. What's he called again? See, now it's embarrassing. There's like this Polish Tekken player that's been around for ages, right? And he's been in Salty playing for for years and years and years. And he's probably played in like 30, 40 Salties at least, and been in stream like every time. And he goes up, and I'm with like literally the co-commentator I always commentate with. And he goes up and he's like, hey, what's good with him? Hey, and like hugs him, and they're like talking. And he doesn't realize who I am. It was so funny. I'm literally with the two people always on stream there. And he's seen me on stream like at least 50 times. And he's like, huh? I don't know if I look different in real life. Oh my god. I don't think I do. I also do think though, I tend to be so busy with stuff that I'm not like the guy saying hi to everyone offline. Hey, good stuff, Shocker. Nice. Try again there with Winter Man. This is not going to work out, but that anyways, and it is going to be 1-0 Shocker. I would say though, right, I had someone I definitely knew I talked to at Headstomper came up and talked to me, and I was so confused. I knew that I talked to them, and I knew that I knew them. That's my issue, right? And then I'm like, oh no, I don't remember who they are. And then it's real awkward, you know? That's like the worst. Alright, anyways, game 2 here. And you're like, oh man. You're just racking your brain like, oh no, who's this? Who's this? Who's this? Who's this? Yeah, exactly, in real life. Oh, that's true. I'm like, which is awful as a t-shirt as well. I'm so bad at recognizing faces. There was like, who was it again? There was like Soap Eater and who was it? Soap Eater and someone else that I mistook for each other like 3 times at Headstomper. It's like a Gold Goose player, I'm pretty sure. A.B.A, yeah. Exactly. Alright. First round Shuba. Looking good here. Counter hit though, just gonna hit that fast slash. See, how do you know that, Volta? Exactly, yeah. Fast slash, that was A.B.A and Soap Eater. Counter. They do look alike though, I'm sure. I'm not sure. It's gonna be a heap of damage here. String in. The YRC and the burst. Just continuing with the nerd rage. It is gonna run out though. The super. Oh no, it's actually gonna connect. Gonna hit the overhead. Another one. I mean, I would say I figured it out, right? And then I did it as a meme later at the tournament, but at the beginning I was like, actually got mixed.
Duel 1.
That is true. No, I think that was the meme. I'm pretty sure that was the joke, surely. I wouldn't know. Oh, good anti-air there, right? Using the close slash. That's such a good button for Axel, right? Just, oops, accidental anti-air. And now we just see Shocker with the Sonnen. JS. Counter hit gonna connect as well. Taking up that corner pressure. 5P into Renson. It's gonna work out. And really getting a lot of mileage out of the 5P. Ooh, running 2S this time, Renson. Time for the mix. Ooh, JH connecting. $2K is so good for Axel. See Shuba really reacting well to the Winner Man, who's even at a little bit of awkward ranges, and now this sketchy here to be Shocker. We don't know about the 2.0 yet. They haven't released any patch notes. Super is blocked. And yeah, just gonna chip out. We just know they're removing like a system mechanic essentially. Yeah, it's next week exactly. I'll be playing Axel next week, I think, still at my monthly. Nice, good air to air. Probably don't have time to learn a new character. The new time skip super combos are so cool, man. But the Tekken player was like Scribba. I don't know if you know Scribba. Like this Tekken streams a lot as well. Plays Leroy. Assuming all Polish people know each other, even though they play different games. Yeah. Yeah. It was funny. He didn't recognize me at all at EVO. Oh man. Oh, there you go. See, yeah, you do seem like you would go to the same kind of concerts, actually. I can see that. Ooh, nice. In there. R/slash connecting. Yo, Stone Jesus? That's good. That's some good stuff. Yeah, the Danish Axel. Taking my Danish colors on. Love to see it. Should have a Danish flag for that. Oh, the mix. Got lost. Lost in the sauce there with the tornado. Alright, set point. What can Shuba do here? Here, that's a good start. In overhead. It's even better, and we are gonna go downstairs now. Ooh, overhead connecting again. What are we gonna do? The super. Look at that. That's gonna be so much damage here with all that nerd rage. Straight up just killing, yeah. Sheesh, and the perfect here. Chance now for Shuba to tie it all up. Ooh, yo, we got those? Good block. Calling out the burst, and look at that. Half life lost here for Shocker. Paying the price. The Super as well. Oof. Counter hit, and that is Shuba tying up the set 2-2. Still continue on here. Of course, it is top 32. I should probably add that there. We got 2 matches already ready for our top 16. It's going to be a WantedFranky against the Scriptor. It's going to be Vena against Blurt. Blurt taking out Salcasco 3-0. Oh boy. I mean, both bands sounds like a vibe, though. Honestly, I don't know who, but Stone Jesus, that's a vibe, so I vibe with that. Sure. Tornado again. Dude, I always keep forgetting. Tornado's been there for a while. I always keep forgetting that spell. Play like season 1, actually, still in my brain. Counter hit, yes sir. And this time around is gonna be set point for Shuba. Uh-oh, counter hit Shocker in a lot of trouble rather. It could be a shocking exit. Unless he finds some way out of this hole he's digging himself into. The burst again has been blocked, and now MommyShuba takes it 3-2. Shocker. Going down into losers. GG's, man. Ooh. It's kinda clean. Clean with it, not gonna lie. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright. Sheesh. Alright. Well, that means Shuba unfortunately can't get anything to eat because they'll have to keep playing. And that means we are gonna go to the next match. It's gonna be Vena, and it's gonna be Blurred. Again, Blurred taking out Silcasco, a little bit of a upset as well. Interesting. Blurred would never lose, I agree. Nah, I'd win, you know? Where is Blood actually from? Blood is like rocking the European Union flag. Never told me a flag ever, I think. UK? Alright. Your Blood Nation? Oh yeah. Alright, so while we're waiting, of course, reminder, claim a code on Matcherino, but before that, we can take a look here on the bracket. What we have, of course, here are our top 16 contestants. Scarfed against Shuba. With Vena against Blood. We have Goose against Shin Ki, and we have Scripter against Franky here. Yeah, these two, of course, are going to be our stream matches, and then we're going to watch the entirety of top 8 down the line here. These two. For these two, we won't be able to see, unfortunately. I'm sure they're going to be bangers, but we are going to see the winners of those two matches later on here. Now, again, reminder, if you haven't already, claim a code on Matcherino. It would be highly, highly appreciated. We do have quite a lot of codes left, 37 in fact. All you have to do is to, just like a Calibrum. Yo! Long time no see a Calibrum. Oh yeah. McPain, Crash, go claim a code right here. It is free. All you have to do is log in. You can do it, for instance, with the Twitch you're watching on right now, or with any other login you see fit. It is, again, free. Just takes a couple clicks, and that's it. Well, alright. I think we'll just I think Vena might have been booted out. Oh. Whoa. What? Alright, we're good again. Little hiccup, and now surely we are good to go. See, one sad thing about ranked is that, you know, now you can't really you can't see people's funny avatars, man. Yo, wait a second. We got this $6.70 donation from Crash. Hell yeah, thank you very much. If I had my cam on, I would do the 6-7. Unfortunately, I can't right now, but thank you very much for that donation. Appreciate it, appreciate it. See, Crash, one of the people I met and I recognized at the EVO. There you go. Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. It's just hella busy, but kind of, we're doing well as well. Gonna go back. It's also gonna rework Asuka. I wonder what that's gonna entail. So here to the wall. That's first round. I feel like Blood used to be on Batman or something, right? Forever. Oh, dude, what is going on? It's a chunky. I'm just gonna super. Maybe we shouldn't play on the stage. I feel like that might be the cause of this, but who knows. Bring out the cubes. Vena has potato mod, then yeah, definitely should not play on this stage, right? It's a pretty one of the worst stages for that. Ooh, super going through. Shouldn't be an issue with potato mod. I mean, I wouldn't know. Ah, valid. Oh, yeah, Blood. Get that first W here. That's why Blood is the GOAT. We'll see if the players are saying anything, or if they're just continuing. It might have just been a one-off kind of connection having a rough time. Whatever reasons could be there, but yeah, doesn't seem to be anything. So I assume everything's fine apart from that little. Could even have been a spectating issue, right? We never know.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Alright, let's rock. Alright, we're just gonna eat up all the cubes. Vena, of course, bringing them out here. Bursting. The cube, look at that, and a little bit of a Exodia situation. Blood in a lot of trouble. What are you gonna do? Huh, what are you gonna do? Nothing. Can't do anything there. I just got blown up. Oof. Trying to get away there. The mana, of course, running extremely low, and we are Oh no! Oh no! Chat, what's your favorite Minecraft block? Very important. What is your favorite Minecraft block? Now it is scary, right? You don't want to go down 2-0. Oh, classic. Get out of here. Don't play Minecraft. You never played it? That's crazy. Diamond block, that's kind of good. Oh, gonna super through. That's looking very strong today. Here we go, the cubes. Your favorite Pokemon? It's nothing to do with Minecraft. At least the favorite Minecraft mob, you know? Oh, dude, this is rough. Oh my god. Alright, the super gonna get those plus frames dashing in. Oh, Vena finds the angle there. And it's 1-1. How dare you, my hero Macadamia? How dare you? And Blaziken's good. Blaziken's good. That's a good shout. I think Blaziken used to be my favorite for a long time. I think now I really like Grimmsnarl. I'm not sure if it's really my favorite currently. I'm not sure if it's so hard to pick a favorite, right? Grim is very funny looking, exactly. Just a huge troll, literally. Cool about that. Okay, pressuring in. Hope you all are gonna try out the Pokemon Champions once it releases. Be good. Get more people into VGC. And we have the cubes. Every single cube there. Woo. Okay, getting in there. Crashing in. Ooh. It's a blood riding mid-match. Oh no. Crash. Voltan has played the guitar, okay? Back then they didn't have games. Cubes! Again, what is this? I feel like Giovanna just getting these nasty setups every single time. That is not going to work out here. Connecting again. Yeah, I mean Europe, it was kind of, especially I feel like Eastern Europe, right, was a lot of just PC gaming. It was like that for Denmark, a lot of places as well. Like, a lot of my friends didn't have consoles at all. They all had like PCs. Like it was like you always went over to like that one guy who had a Nintendo 64, stuff like that, right? Had a PS1, and then everyone had a PS2 though. But like before that, nobody really had that. It was just a lot of PCs. And blood! Making it 2-1. Boy. A lot of playing CS 1.6, I imagine. Dude, I've played so much Warcraft 3. Surely, Voltan, you've played Warcraft 3, right? If you haven't, I'm actually gonna... I don't know. I'll be so tilted.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
That's good. I was actually so hyped for World of Warcraft because I played so much Warcraft 3. That was like the go-to game for so many years. Okay, we overhead connecting. I remember LAN parties in like 2005 or something. We would all just play like I don't know, we play like Warcraft 3 the entire night, run custom maps, everything like that. Pressuring in. Oh. The wall. Oh, the super is not gonna work out like Blood wants it this time around. Finally for Vena, right? Not getting hit by that one. And one ran away here from tying it all up. Cube. Air to air. Blood. A lot of good work here by A.B.A today. Like last week, was it like the Potemkin bracket last week? No, it wasn't. It was like 2 weeks ago. It's like the A.B.A bracket. And they're overhead. Hit. That's one thing I would say. People have it too good nowadays, right? Back then, we were struggling. We were struggling. It's gonna hurt. Nice! Mix up there. Back forward. Air dash. Uh-oh. And the cube's gonna connect here. Trying to dash in, doesn't work. Oh, the super. No, sir. See, I remember as well, maybe during like, even like 2008 or something, I had so, like, my internet was so bad that I had, you know, of course I also had like a pretty old PC. And you know, it's like one of those really old ones that's really like loud as hell. And the internet was so slow that if I wanted to play a game, that was like, I don't know, like 10, 20 gigabytes, or like a lot of gigabytes, right, back then. It would have to take like 7 hours to actually download. So I had to have my I had like my PC turned on the entire night to download like a game, so I could play it the next day. And you just have the PC on like blasting like for like the entire night, because you know, and it wasn't even like huge games or anything like 20 gigs or something. Nowadays you download that in like 5 minutes. It's actually oh, downstairs we go, heavy knockdown. Right there. Blood is in trouble. Gonna get hit and set. Point here, Vena. Loading up with the cubes. Oh no! Dude, what is this hand? Look at those cubes, man! Oh no! That is way too many cubes. Oh, the super, that's gonna connect. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no! Vena is gonna take it here over blood. 3, 2. Whoosh. I am absolutely seeing that. That was crazy. Yeah, that is crazy. That is crazy. That does like the god hand, you know? Absolutely nuts. Alright, that means we have our final top 16 before we move on into top 8. It is going to be, of course, a scripter and Franky here. So let me just get them pinged. See how the bracket is shaping up. Got Shin Ki 1 away from getting into top 8. Same for Shuba, Blood. Salcasco, Aero. Who winner that against Shin Ki? So one of Salcasco, Aero, and Shin Ki making it. That's pretty rough for all of them. Interesting. Yeah, just waiting here for Mr. Frankie, I believe. Frankster. Oh, we're gonna go with Soul Bad Guy. Hell yeah. Script is so... Dude, Soul is so fun to watch, man. I'm just gonna... Like, Soul is so fun to watch. I feel like always has been kind of fun. One more. Yeah, it's like... Yeah, in a lot of card games, I feel like it's like that, honestly. It kind of depends, right? But I feel like rarely you want to go second, possible. Yeah, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Don't play, yeah. I mean, modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is crazy, I'm hearing, so... Maybe not the best. Ugh. Yep. We're gonna see Scripter here against Mr. WantedFranky. The most wanted man on the internet. I remember that edition we had where it was like Franky beat someone in ranked or something. And then they put a bounty on his head, so whoever beat Franky in the tournament got like extra money. I mean, yeah, it is sad. It is sad. It's like that. I've never been into Yu-Gi-Oh! Much. I've been more partial to Magic, so...
Mankind knew that they cannot change. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. Okay. Oh. Yeah, I think there comes a point where a game is too fast. Right? Oh, downstairs we go. The bracket today is stacked. All good players and Franky. Scripted there. Damage. Rushing in. Well, we're gonna get back throw. Back shielding. And the falling in. The Garuda connect. Oh, I don't know what you tried there. Maybe it was a setup, but it did hit, so. Oh. Connecting. A fist. Both players super low here. It is the low though, connecting from Scripter. I never heard of. Have you heard of that? Okay. Maybe we don't play branded in Denmark. I never heard of it. Oh, I see, it's like Yu-Gi-Oh! I see. I played a bit of Pokemon, so I mostly played Magic. I think it's gonna take the first game here for Franky, okay. Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Digimon. So, Digimon, I heard Digimon's kind of cool, but apparently the local community is pretty cringe, so it's like, yeah. Also, I'm not really looking to get into more card games. That's another kind of one. Apparently, the French in Denmark.
Duel 1.
Apart from the very few very cool guys that I already knew before played. Downstairs.
Positive bonus.
There. Scripter. Wild throw. Again, look at that, the mix. Let's go downstairs. Woo. Joko, see, I actually, yeah, maybe Pokemon was really good, kind of good when I played it. I played it for a while, right? Well, Pokemon is very, very cheap to get into if you want to just play competitive. Exactly, it's not an issue at all if you play. I would say that. Meta decks are very cheap, exactly. But I would say, I was like, I went to like the Malmö regional or Pokemon, and that was awful. So I was kind of really into it there, but then I just straight up dropped it after going to like one tournament. Because it was like, I've never in my life played something where people try to force draws that much. But that was like during Lost Box meta as well. But it was awful. It was an awful experience.
Duel 1.
Like people searching their graveyard for like 10 minutes to get a draw. It's like, man. Like really can't be asked for that. They actually need to add chess clocks, man, to offline card games. I think I think the timer was like 1 hour or something. And I legit had like one game where I played like 15 minutes and my opponent played like 45 minutes. And we went to time. It's like, man, fuck that. That's so bad. And there we go, Scripter, gonna get that first. Oh wait, no, it's Frankie, never mind, I'm cooked. Here we go, Scripter though. Viper. Stairs. Counter, push / connecting. And the hammer fall, look at that. It's a lot of damage. Oh. Great. Yo, the Heavenly? I mean, it's still such a huge life lead here for Scripter, but this could definitely be an interesting start or something for Frankie. Uh-oh. Gonna get to see the burst? Yes, sir, we are. Well, Scripter can't. Oh, no! Might actually go down here. It's gonna be 2-0, chat. Oh, no. Oh, no. That's rough. That is actually very, very rough here. Gosh, Scripter, I gotta win 2 straight now, rather. It was some very, very games. Both of them. I wanna go down like that. Such a big life lead. Just in the sand. Oof, gone.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Back against the wall here. What can Scripter do? Okay. YoKai play. Blockbuster is gonna be the beginning of the end, maybe here, unless Crypto can pull out 2 straight wins. Let's see, gonna be pushed back. Got some pressure though. The hammer fall. The armor man just going through everything. Trying to start some pressure, but no, it is again Franky. Start busting there, saying, you know what, I don't want to deal with that. Here we go. Is that gonna be enough though? It is! Oh my god, that final hit, I think the wall explosion killed, and yeah, Franky takes out Scripter. 3-1 here. Sending down the soul into losers. And that also means that I am done for tonight. It's gonna be now YoKai, it's gonna be Vlink up on comms. So yeah, should be taking good care of tonight. I do believe that we have someone in the room with us right now.
Oh. Nobody here?
Who's this?
Nobody, don't worry about it.
Ah. It's all
Just keep doing your thing, don't worry about it. Just do your thing.
Well, my thing's kind of over. Like, I don't have any more things left. I said all I needed to say.
Nothing to shill? No our house?
No.
Nothing?
Our house? Whose house?
Ours, bro, in Denmark.
It's not ours. It's Aarhus. What do you mean, man?
I'm not from your, like,
It's like clearly an O, man. What do you mean? It's not an A, it's an O. Aarhus. Yeah, true. We actually got monthlies right coming up from for season 2.0. It's gonna be next week actually. That'll be pretty good. That weekend and Saturday. See, that's what I said, Dak. But apparently he doesn't want a monster in this image, which I like.
I can't. I was too much empathy through my veins. I could not disrespect this image with a monster can. I couldn't do it.
How you say, the traditions are being lost. Sad day.
This is one time. This is one time. I mean, we'll definitely be lost after the new protocol kicks in from Ace.
Hmm?
Yeah, I'm gonna enforce a PNG tuber clause eventually.
Oh.
But I have a very easy way to set it up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so either you look like a Canadian from South Park, or you can fix up something yourself.
Yeah.
They have to pay someone to make an anime girl that looks like a cat or something like that.
Yeah. Or you can also just pick like Chipp and make it into a South Park PNG tuber.
Oh. Okay, that sounds kind of fire. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. And I have the easiest setup. But in any case, you guys take it away.
Yep.
All right, we're taking it away. Let me see. I have to catch up completely what was happening because I was definitely just enjoying myself some Blaze Blue.
Not fair. I mean, basically, some people won and some other people lost. Basically, that's what we have on the top 8. On the top 8 we have mostly the people that won, and then on the loser side we have people that lost but only once. Is the gist of the thing.
Nodders. Okay.
Of course.
Let me get this bracket by actually, so I can start speaking on who we have here.
Okay. No, I have it. So we have Scarfit and Vena, and on the winner side, and Goose and Franky. Those are our 4 winners. And loser side, who knows?
Still seeing. So if we look at top 60, we got Shin Ki and Aero. So one of those is going to be able to make it into the top 8. We got Scripter, who we saw earlier. Now just waiting on an opponent from either Shocker or Dave Potato. MommyShuba and Press Munch also vying for that top 8 slot. And lastly, we got blertsmile and Ikebana also vying for the top 8 slots. There's some new names actually sliding in here, which is going to be pretty interesting to see later.
Giovanna is the artist previously known as R.E.V.O.
Oh!
Yeah.
Okay.
So, new name, but not new face in that sense. Same old, same old.
Same old, same old.
Yeah.
Love a little name change. Cool, cool, cool. Well, I think we're going to start kicking things off with somebody who plays a character that you know copious of details about, possibly.
Yeah, I'm not that good in knowing about Johnny. If that was you mean?
No, that's not what I meant.
No, yeah, I know. Yeah, I do know my fair share of stuff about Chipp. I've been coaching some chippers, and the chippers are like, "Yo, that was actually helpful." And like, yeah.
Okay.
That's $5. No, actually, you don't. I should charge people. I should get my back, but that's for another day.
Whatever you want to do, so long as you aren't charging $300 for some mid-ass League of Legends coaching. Shout out to Goose.
I literally not 300, but I have charged for League of Legends coaching before, which is kind of crazy.
You've charged for League of Legends coaching.
Yeah, I've charged for the biggest that I charged was I was starting. I was like, I'm going to do 10 euros for 1 hour. But it was 2 people, so it was 20.
Oh,
I was like, yeah, boom.
That's not bad.
And I got 40 euros for 2 hours, and I was like, yeah, I'm pleased.
There you go. All right. Yeah, no, people will pay for coaching, especially if you do a good job. It's just that the controversy of Nice being $300.
That's crazy.
For a guy that can't get Challenger anymore is a bit much.
Yeah. People do be charging so much. And people charge also a lot for Yu-Gi-Oh decks, and that's what we're going to see right now. A Yu-Gi-Oh matchup. Only that one of the players has forgotten their deck, so they're going to fight with shurikens and such. But besides that, it's basically Yu-Gi-Oh.
Tell me somebody brought OG Heroes GX deck, no hand traps.
Imagine.
Instead one monster go, and the other person's like, yo, check the starting hand.
Gold format. Oh, the starting hand is 2k. Ooh, it's a bit, yeah. They ain't feeling it. It's feeling a bit bad. Hope we can help this. I don't know what they're going to do with this.
I mean, in the meantime, how do you feel about this matchup?
You're not gonna believe this is really hand dependent. In the end, Asuka has a rough time getting out of pressure when she gets the neutral going and everything. But it's really hard to actually make Asuka lose neutral when he has screamers, for example, or when he has certain spells. So it's really dependent on that first hand.
Right.
And what Asuka can do with it. Even with the bad hand, Asuka 5k is stupidly good in the round start, so it can get tricky. And really good Asukas will really punish you in the round start. But again, if the Asuka doesn't have the right spells, then it's really easy for Chipp to snowball through it.
Right. Yeah, I could imagine that to be the case. Anybody that lets Chipp get the game plan started is going to have a real challenge to get him off, especially somebody who's quite selective in their optioning, Asuka can be. You know, 100%. That definitely makes sense. So hopefully, as we said earlier, the rollback issue here that they're talking about gets resolved sooner than later, so we can start seeing a little bit more of that at play. ArpOxx moment, maybe 2.0 fixes this.
Hopefully. I don't know about Vena, but actually, we were talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Scarfett is also a Yu-Gi-Oh! Player, sadly for him. So he should know about how to deal with Asuka's presenting. But yeah, I mean, he tries to be honest. He plays Mega Knights, but Mega Knights don't work. So oh well.
And most people with Yu-Gi-Oh! It's I want to play my favorite archetype, and if it isn't Blue Eyes, where you get infinite support printed for it, sitting there. Although Trains is getting support. Trains is getting support. Let's go, my beloved. So maybe I can end my turn with not just Super Dreadnought Libe and a Anger Knuckle.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
For example, Branded is also since got out, it's more support and more support and more support. Isn't it you said Blue Eyes is since the OG it got, and then after that every time Like every year, it fucking gets more support. It's crazy.
Yeah, it was insane that it got way more than Dark Magician.
Yeah,
Dark Magician got a bit of luck with things like Magician's Soul, and I think recently it also got a few things. But like that took a while before Magician's Souls finally hit. But then yeah, like you said, Blue Eyes constantly getting support. Even Raw got support before Magicians.
Like, which is like, it doesn't look like Magician. If you don't know about the anime, you will think that the Blue Eyes was the monster of the protagonist, right? So it's kind of crazy in that sense. But I think that are stuff getting fixed, or are we sad?
Well, they're testing some small things here and there. Maybe I see talks about shader caching, other stuff about keeping Discord off and whatnot, like just closing background programs. So it seems to be more of an issue that they have to fix between the peer-to-peer connection, which is really just a toss-up on what that could indicate, right? It's just one time you may be running perfectly throughout the entire bracket, but just then the one person you have to end up playing on stream is just the one you can't have a functional connection against. And in general, resolving these things as a coin flip is just feels bad.
Yeah. In the last match, we also, when we were expecting Vena versus Blurt, there was also a small spike. So, but like so far, I only had when I played against Vena, I had issues once, but it was because I was in we were playing in one of the new stages, and he was like, yeah, no, I have the potato mod, but the potato mod doesn't support those and new maps. Right. So, but besides that time, I have no issues with Vena at all.
Right. Yeah,
I hope it's nothing.
It's just probably just one of those situations where luck of the draw with the connection quality, which goes to say, right, like, make sure to attend your offlines if you can, because there you probably only have to deal with an overheating PlayStation, but that seems to be fine with Strive. So, you know, you don't have to deal with these connection issues, and word on the street is you can actually block overheads offline.
Yeah, maybe you lose your pad because the PlayStation eats it, but besides that, the connection is good. So we're jumping in. Yeah, we're going to jump in for real. So we'll see. Again, like to reminder, like Vena needs to have the right hand at the beginning, and then if not, play with mostly 5K or 2D, which are really risky in that sense. And then try to find a good moment to send those cubes. But if Chipp gets over here, it gets harder. SP stuff, too good. Run up 6B. Really good 6B. Yeah, really good 6B that Chipp has in this situation. In this matchup, it shines a lot because of the speed that he has and the range the move itself has. But still, in the corner now. Burst is available though.
One to let R.E.V. get mixed up one more time with the health deficit that he's at. Does end up popping that burst. Might be a bit too much of a hero indicator here, but nevertheless, finds that first counter hit. Deflect shield catching the K Alpha Blade. Now the chase down 6P, trying to push all the way to the corner, but Vena still finds opportunities to play some more cubes. A lot of meter on Scarf there. Any chance to deploy it?
Nice backdash there. Oh, was finding good places, but now was just ripped the Banky because he knew that Vena had no spells and had to bookmark something. Now comes the mix and the 2K lands. Really interesting decisions. Yeah, by both characters actually, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, Vena a little bit more direct in that sense, but
yeah, much more direct. Oh, and the common grab is gonna take a lot of those with that resource. Tried to bait the deflection, but didn't bait hard enough. The JP catches there. That was crazy. Tries to make space, sends the green cubes. 6P catching again, a lot of those so far. It's going to break wall and it's going to be no mana. Mana break coming right out. HKD and positive. Again, one more hit will be it. Yellow. It's out of there.
Barely out of range of that 6P to connect. An opportunity here for Vena. But the air throw from Scarf immediately the RC to cash out, try to build some more momentum. But there comes the burst out. Vena trying to reclaim control here in the neutral. Scarf kind of carefully navigate forward, trying to avoid some of these jumps, and almost half gets deployed. Here's some more cubes. Look at the jump and stall for the time being. The mana is running low, and not a whole lot of help from Vena's side. He keeps the pain train going. Teleport catches Scarf off guard, and he's gonna go for the burst here for 6P.
6P. And this can be the Warren combo to kill. Scarfett gets the first game. Sweetie. First game, but at least it seems like no spikes. It was all gameplay, which is really nice.
Yeah, Scarf giving the green light, and yeah, so supposedly lesson learned for Vena, where everything in the background needs to be turned off. No Spotify, no browser open in the side, all Stride.
Microwave, no microwave, no toaster.
The Bluetooth fridge, turn that off.
No. No air fryer moment. We need to play Stride. So yeah, game 2. Scarfett, I'm surprised at how much he's playing around 6P, which makes sense. But still, is really interesting for him to be betting his soul on that button that much. But he's really good against SaltyEU, as I mentioned. So we'll have to see. Vena with the same 6P, trying to catch a button. Didn't get it, but did get it this time. More cubes, and this can be stuff. But catches. Oh, the teleport really good back.
Yeah, hitting a few hits. Assume trying to clear away the cubes on the approach here. The dash forward, but again, the teleport card here, keeping Vena safe while being very tricky, just constantly swapping sides. The BRC, excuse me. Okay, the blocks, the reaction of the teleport, but still, Vena keeps it very difficult here for Scarf to find an opening, and just like that, just completely outspeeding Scarf, it would seem, right? Constantly teleporting, and Scarf has finally made the trek across the screen.
Oh, more 6Ps coming right away. But still, Vena now in commanding lead. Has 2 TPs, but doesn't have much to do with them. Never mind. Finds the spot. Finds the opening. And now is turn. Is my Yu-Gi-Oh turn. You have to hold it. TP in. Don't mind if I do. The pressure goes in. And now the 6P. This will be through the wall. Not looking so good card-wise, but looking the full bookmark. So it's kind of a mirage in that sense. Scarfett needs to close before Vena gets another turn probably, and this will be left-right, gets it, and because of the mana break, this will kill.
There we
round
go.
for Scarfett. Manages to keep alive in the 3rd round.
The exact kind of momentum you gotta play for here against Asuka, and immediately kicking things off with a greater hand just to control a lot of space. Finds the knockdown. We've seen before that Vena has been able to just completely overwhelm Scarf, either by just hammering down with these cubes or constantly teleporting when Scarf ends up getting closer. Now, no hard knockdown, but positive meter bonus, and yet again, just keeping denial of approach. And Scarf, distance now. Not a lot of health to be worked with here, but finds that 6P and the mana break as well.
Bad moment for Vena right now. Has to find moment and space for the mana, which is bracket. No, that's not the clone went back to the kitchen. Need to pick something. But now Vena is in the air, commanding the Qs to attack for him. This is my domain now. You should not attack here. Another stab, more Qs, and it's win. And game to Vena 1-1.
Starting to feel themselves a little bit better in this matchup here, where you can see when Vena is able to start things off with the right cards, that it's just incredibly difficult for Scarf, as you said, right? The opening hand determines the pace of the round. Especially Scarf has been able to fight his way through it, but there are just times where, especially Vena, constantly finding these teleport cards, swapping left and right across the screen. You go from one end, you finally traverse to one side to hope to get your pressure start, and immediately you find your opponent on the other side while you're still wrestling with the cubes left behind.
Yeah, Vena never scared of using various like mechanics like the Flex Shield or YRC. He knows that if he gets a turn to do whatever he wants, he can win. So he will not be scared to use those. And here we go, actually. Oh, finds the Recast to kill. I don't know what Graphic really did there. Seemed like a burst play, but there was no burst available. So still, Vena low on mana right now. Has to refill a little. Gets enough for the cubes. Has the auto mana now. Needs a bit of space. 6P won't let you. Chipp is too fast and 6P is too disjointed for you to do that, and that will be through the wall. The Flex Shield is available. YRC isn't available, but Scarfett has to take care of those. Goes for the throw directly because of that. And this could be... and
will the break as well?
Mana break into kill. First round goes for Scarf.
Do it here. Off the next round, able to avoid the meatball here, and immediately trying to run the pressure. Unfortunately, drops the combo, but sends the whiff cancel off of 2H there. The anti-air, great confirm, just keeps the damage rolling, closing in on that mana break as well. But we're gonna go for the slump here, and immediately the mix-up finds the opening. Here's the mana break with the rope set. What is this conversion?
Okay.
Oh my god!
No! What is this drop? Oh, this is drop! Betrayal by the Sansei Roga. The bank is not good either, but good enough. Good enough. Went through the super. Just enough.
Oh my goodness, that cooked a little too close to the sun there, but nevertheless, Scarf able to take the lead back in the set now, 2-1, especially with some really dominating performance in those last 2 rounds. So hopefully we get to see a repeat of that, or maybe Vena once again can kick things off with the luck of the draw, really start things of high momentum, keeping Scarf at bay and just watching how polarizing this matchup can be based off of just a little bit of RNG.
Duel 1.
We will have to see again if Vena manages to. Oh, never mind. Another 6P and Scarfett catches them directly. Gets below and gets the CS, but the momentum doesn't let the combo keep going. Throw, go into the wall.
Oh my
and
god.
Super.
Yeah, speaking of momentum, Scarf not letting up at all. Find that first touch and keep it running. The hard knockdown with the mana break as well. Positive meter ball is running, but we're just going to set up the throw here. Scarf on set point, riding it high, sitting on the burst quite comfortably. Vena still has that deflection and Wild Assault if they choose the other option, but...
Stay there. The 6Ps is still working. A lot of good. Oh, a lot of good, but the DP was too greedy to TP too close to the sun, and the sun is doing banky through the wall. HKD and positive. No burst behavior from this one. This is gonna be double super actually. Oh, goes for the reset. YRC, no mana available. Never mind. Tries to run up to speed, but it's not fast enough.
Just 6K.
I don't think that was a purpose, but oh well, we run with it.
That looked cool. Alright, but can Scarf survive? Using a triple jump on the Alpha Blade, just try to clear that space, bring it back to a more favorable position where there's a little bit of screen to back away should he need to, but falls into that last cube there, and that's the free pickup for Vena. So a chance now to tie up the score here and bring it to a final game situation. Nevertheless, similar spot that we saw before, burst available with the deflect shield on Vena's side.
Many screamers, but Scarf was doing a good job around them. Oh, gets the hit there. Gets the conversion with the rope. Optimal. Actually, that's the even better position. Oh, doesn't get the mix actually. Deflect shield gets thrown. Really good read there by Scarfett.
Oh, hit as well here.
For the mix, but because it was crouching, hits it and ooh, tries to burst bait, but it's not needed, and Scarfett takes the win.
Very clean there.
Yep.
Yeah, it got a little shaky though towards the end. We saw some mistakes on the mix-up timing, right? The cross-up JS, the Alpha Blade, but ultimately just kept the momentum up all the way through. So just a very difficult spot for Vena to break away, start regaining a bit of composure, right? The resources back on the table to once again dominate the neutral. But as we said many times before, right? It's so polarizing how it kicks off between these two. So once Scarf gets in there, he has to make sure to never let go of the opportunity until the round goes down.
Yes, I think the biggest things of this set was that Scarfett was finding really good run-up 6Ps all around, and Vena didn't really have an answer to those run-up 6Ps, where 2D, for example, will be really good. And on the other hand, Scarfett was having really good reads on the deflect shields and on the TPs, which is why the games 3 and 4 looked better for him in that sense. Like the first 2 games could have been to anyone, and actually it was a 1-1. But the third and fourth game looked like Scarfett had a better read on what Vena wanted to do with the TPs and with the defensive options. And as you said, like he needed to make the turns, like never give the turn away, and that's what happened basically. Once Scarfett got in the lead, it was his round. So yeah.
Indeed. Now, gonna move on to go watch Goose versus WantedFranky. So we're gonna get some of that Johnny versus Potemkin action here. Especially WantedFranky is always a treat to catch, right? So one of those moments where it's worth opening up WantedFranky stream because not only the plethora of mods that they run or that he runs, but also just to give a quick glance. What is the sandwich of the day?
Yeah, like when you watch WantedFranky stream, you think you're watching his Strive because of the gameplay and because of how goated he is as a player, but not because of what you're. If you look at the screen and you see his Strive, like that's good for you. Like that's a talent. Actually, I don't know how Franky himself manages to be able to be so good at understanding what is going on screen, even when he plays like the, I don't know, the invisible Potemkin, for example.
It's the Rock Lee ankle weights, you know? You just sit there, completely destroy the readability of the game with mods, and then when you pull up on your offline, where you have to play it at like, you know, base level, everything is just so clear and readable. You're like, oh well, I know all this. Or it could have its also inverse effect where you're so used to the crackhead version that when you start playing the clean palette, it doesn't look right and you're just missing the information you're so used to off your mods.
I've known people, I won't say the names, they are in the chat, that are not capable of playing Sato in offlines because they only play Sato with the Among Us mod, where everything that Eddie does is Among Us. So they can't recognize what Sato is doing normally. They need the Among Us mod.
So, yeah. I see. Yeah. That's going to be one of those important things, especially with like sound mods, right? So you can have fun with all your sound effect changes, but you have to at some point also just decouple your reaction from the sound cue. In general, I think across the board for fighting games, things are generally reactable on visuals alone.
Or should be.
They should be, at least. Like, if things are like, the only time I can think of where like you genuinely need to have things plugged in, like audio plugged in, is if characters can do things off screen. I don't know how familiar you are with Central Fiction, but the puppet character, basically has a Zato active on the screen all times. Doesn't move unless you command it to. But it can be off screen and fire a projectile that you won't know unless you have audio on and it accelerates.
Actually, like one of the things that, like one of the cues that I think is better, like one of the moves that is better to react on sound than on visual cue is actually a slide head. A slide head, like if I recall correctly, it was like on frame 6, the animation looks like idle, but he starts saying this of the slide head is like frame 1. So it's actually better if you try to react on a slide head on audio cue than on visual cue.
That's true.
Also, humans are like normally better at reacting to audio than to visual.
That definitely makes sense. It's just one of those things where if you want to prepare yourself for a broad variety of offline quality, right? Not every venue has the capacity to provide audio, and sometimes also the onus of having audio equipment is on you. So to not get caught blindside and being like, well, I didn't have audio, so GG's, right? You can do a little bit of practice in that regard. But enough about the thematics. We're going to have Goose versus WantedFranky here. So that Johnny versus Potemkin action. One former top tier now facing off against the still evergreen high tier.
Potemkin looking down at Johnny like, oh, you were right by my side, but now I'm a couple of tiers above.
Everyone's fiending for Potemkin's return to the bottom of the tier list on 2.0.
Yeah, people do be haters of the big guy. So we will have to see. Actually, really interested because I'm in sync to begin with, and dash cancel from the CS into row. Potemkin looking really good there. The double side is not good enough. Punish with 2P. You can find a better punish there, but
better safe than sorry.
Yeah, better safe than sorry, definitely. And this is knockdown. Run up CS again. Ooh, gets the hit there, and that can be kill.
Very nice. Good. I got not kill just yet though. Pixel health.
Not even the super.
Yeah, it's crazy work, but he doesn't have the armor off of the hammerfall, or the health, excuse me, to survive through the armor of the hammerfall there. So Goose take the pretty clean round 1 here to begin things off, but now this time, Franky has more than enough health, and now we're going to see a little of that Twitter clip of Franky just hammering down on Elfeld with Garuda.
5,000 Garudas. Listen, it's not easy, okay? I don't blame the Elfeld. I don't blame her.
No, I can absolutely imagine.
Oh, catch the gun. And this can be through the wall again. This time with a card. J of Jonah Jameson. Right there. Oh, goes for the save down. But the hammer ball is too good.
Special gold burst as well, but there's the jump scare, the PRC pop buster, and the RC here finish off the plate. WantedFranky able to bring it down to a final round situation here. Kick things off pretty high octane in the first game. Goose finding that far slash, sets up that card, the dash up here into the throw. Boys another. Block on the overhead here from Franky, trapped in the corner, slide head, hoping to find a knockdown, some opportunity, but we send that 6K. No confirm.
Not good enough there. On the 2P, doesn't get it, but now the PRC does it, but Hammerfall is too good. Jumps the Potemkin Buster, 6P gets caught by the Aero misfinder, another misfinder. The card in the middle of the two, the spacing, the Hammerfall will eat the... Oh, but then the throw. I don't care you are the grappler, I also have a throw of 2 frames, and I will use it. One more hit, all we need.
Get the wall splash in time? Yeah, that'll do it. Goose taking that first game. Something probably hoping for him to shape up on is, of course, going to be the far slashes that have been going into Hammerfalls a little too often. But nevertheless, the gambling prowess of the gambling master seems to be on deck, right? Even going for that wake-up throw against somebody who can manage some really, really scary Oki in the likes of Potemkin. It's a very, very bold statement.
Yeah. I was thinking because Johnny does not really have a good answer against Hammerfall. Only 2D is multi. Oh, never mind. We have to talk about this. What is this run start? Was it in Senga?
That was Senga, yeah.
Crazy read by Franky, who is now on their toes, but they are doing a good job blocking the overhead.
I do like the momentum burst. Once again, the Hammerfall being able to break through. We go for the Heavenly, try to get that hard read again, but as always, tricky to deal with Potemkin in the air, especially with the JD on the back. Great counter hit confirm off that 2S, going into the combo pop buster, no kill just yet, and able to bait out the anti-air there with the dive kick on the JD.
The back cheek special. What is the runster now is 2D, catching the potential armor, but it wasn't needed. 5K picks up, and through the wall you go with Senga. A good chunk of damage already, but not enough to make Potemkin care. I'm too big, I'm too strong, and I generate too much meter to care about you.
Actions without consequence.
Yes.
Potemkin.
All the rewards, none of the risk. But all the love. Oh, whoa. Nice block on the overhead there. Crazy block by Franky again. More meter, please. I did my gold burst. Give me more meter. And this is gonna be really hard. And it's gonna be too hard for Goose. And that was a really fast game too for Franky.
Yeah, got some really strong reads here and there, which made it very awkward for Goose, especially when having to hold defense, because Johnny got a lot of that screen control thanks to these sword normals, but having to play the wake-up situation is very risky. Having only metered reversals next to the system mechanics to be able to try and brute force your way out of situations, but even then, right, not a whole lot of it is too consistent to be used to the likes of Potemkin with things like pop busters and whatnot, being able to skirt around certain options.
Yeah, also, I don't know how good are like Johnny's punishes to things like Garuda or Potemkin Buster, you know, like when Johnny jumps, because Johnny has to jump to get out of those. How does he do there? But this matchup was always thought to be like the only bad matchup Potemkin had, so I'm curious about what should be happening or what's going on. Anyways, Goose on the loose, still looking strong, manages to land the overhead this time, but Franky gets the burst and gets the heat tackle. Garuda impact. Oh, good burst there. Maybe a little bit 20, but better safe than sorry.
Absolutely here, Garuda impact. Starting to set up these guard crushes here, looking to FD, create a little bit of space, trying to find that K-Finder in the air, but the backwards Mega Fist, just making sure that Goose can't escape back to the mid-screen again. Slash blowing through here, putting to the corner, 2P mash. Very, very daring there from Goose.
Frankie was like, I am the OG broken CS. Before Slayer and you, it was only me. And now you're going to face the consequences of trying to hit me. But Johnny, chunky boy, 1 HP. What can Goose do with this? Overhead is still blocked. Throw, still one more hit. Gets the word crash. Overhead not good enough. And the 5P seals the deal. God mixed himself probably because we're on the opposite side in the last frame there. Unlucky. Ooh, Hammerfall goes through the Misfiner. Blue White Assault are beloved.
Come back down to the ground. Big catch there. 6 HS connecting against the backdash. Bar burst with the full Hammerfall send there. Just that last tick before the execution, being able to get the counter hit straight into his heat knuckle. The wall break coming through. No hard knockdown just yet, but Goose is still on a very, very poor back foot here. Just a little bit of health to work with, and with the damage base that he has to endure here, it's going to be quite the Goliath of the task to make this comeback happen.
Definitely a big, big mountain to climb, and the mountain is grabbing you right now, sending you through the heavens, and through hell we go. As Frankie gets game 2.
Yeah, very, very nice indeed. Frankie running some really, really strong offense, great momentum, and especially when you can see in a situation where the current state of Johnny is about constantly amplifying better situations on top of each other, especially when you can loop these card sets. But
yeah,
if you have to start playing it without the card initially, right, not only your punishes a little on the weaker side due to not having, well, you are basically a resource character in that sense, right? To get your spicier conversions and bigger damage. If you can't access that, then it's like, well, I have to just commit to setup here.
Yeah, Johnny needs the first step to the second step, or he's clearly a much worse character. So, really good job by Frankie not letting that happen. But now, actually, the 2P into Misfiner do be letting that. Throw also a good way to set card. Oh, the tap dust. The break check was not good enough. So the only multi hit that Johnny has gets out of there with the heavily Potemkin.
Yeah, smart play from Goose though to just avoid that situation entirely. Move away from the Potemkin who's right above you in the air.
Yeah.
Trying to deal with that JD is an effort and futility, but big opening here from Frankie. Thankfully for Goose, not able to connect that 6K, but still trapped in the corner. Finds the re-jump. 2H does not connect. Small things leading to a lot of fortune here for Goose, but similarly not able to get the major conversions. The burst at the very end here. Frankie, believing in himself as a hero, wants to try and close it out and bring it down to that set point. The deflect shield to create a little bit of space. Dashes in forward, both of them playing at their maximum range. Hammerfall connects, but it's only a light punish. The points that go to the guard crunch, and the TK overhead here. Goose on a lifeline, staying alive for the time being.
So scary because that's actually a -17. Goose had much more time to do anything with the CS or anything, but not getting those. We're just getting 2 pieces in the stage. Oh, we get those though. Another deflection now against the Garuda, correctly applying counterplay, but you can't counterplay the Hammerfall. And the hammer indeed falls upon you. FS counter hits here. All the MC really good to break the armor of the set Hammerfall. Maybe there is a bit of counterplay and Goose can make it, but not here. And
not now.
Through the heavens again.
Enough. Even then, right?
So.
That should be enough. That no pixel again. Johnny's so tanky.
Chunky, but not chunky enough.
We'll fix the deal here. Set point for Frankie. Yeah, the interactions are definitely available for Goose, but for a lot of it being tied behind metered responses is going to make this a very tight matchup, right? One about really smartly setting up and conserving resources for the right cash outs.
Oh, we're being really slow, but the 6K catches the slider there. And now we're going with the hit tackle. One more hit. Well, Frankie again, but the BRC gets out of there. Goose tries to go for the throw, but it's not good enough. The 2K gets caught by the Hammerfall.
Oh.
Boom. The grappler gets there. And with the cookie comes the victory.
Sure crumbles that way there as Frankie 3-1 moving on forward into that winners finals to play off against Scarfed. But we'll be returning to that in a much later time as we now have to head into our loser side, where we're going to kick things off with, I believe, Aero versus Scripter, aka Raph, who seems to be back onto that soul full time.
Yeah.
I might be, if I'm not mistaken, had that time playing Venom for a bit. Still, though, I think we might see it depending on the matchup. Nevertheless, before we continue with all that, can't forget Match Reno. We got plenty of codes still left to be claimed, right? So don't waste your time on that. 28 still remaining, so exclamation mark Match Reno in the chat. Grab yourself that link, head on over to the website, hit the claim code button, sign in if you haven't done so already. And once you completed that process, you'll have contributed 25 cents to the prize pool. It's a few clicks that goes a long way to supporting these players who are coming in week after week, time after time, especially so close to the 2.0 where people would typically take a break from the action to keep delivering you this super hot fire Guilty Gear content.
Yeah, but they want to keep the gears still like running, you know? They want to be like ready for that 2.0. And for those who are wondering, should I claim a code for Macherino because there's this player that I hate? Listen, if you hate someone, like I hate Scarfet, you have to put more money into it because if he loses, that's more potential money that he's losing. You get it? Like, it's gonna be more devastating for them. You don't have to think if they win, because if you hate that person, it's because they're not going to win. And you have to be fueled by pure hate.
As a fighting game player, you are very experienced with the concept of a 50-50. Invest in the 50-50.
Exactly. And the 50-50 has never failed you. It won't happen this time either.
Alrighty.
Dad versus son.
Yeah, surrogate dad.
Yeah, surrogate dad. But still, the true dad, right? The one who stepped up.
Well, yeah, there's the father and there's the dad.
Yeah. So far, looking good for Scripter. Scripter himself having a bit of a toxic relationship with Sol. I'm happy that they've reconciliated after the Venom thing. Oh, the Venom was cool too. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
always good to see a Scripter on the Monster IB so bad guy. And there we go.
That was certainly an option.
Yeah, didn't eat your vegetables. Bad overhead. Go to your room.
No sugar water for you tonight.
No sugar for you tonight. Oh, going to hit Fafnir, and we jump and we run for those. But DP goes out of there. I don't want to get that, but the 4-framer so broken. Tries to burst bait with 2K, but doesn't get it. Oh, this time gets. This might not wall break. I'm not sure if he actually is going to. Never mind. Right, the lightning right all the way through the wall.
And here we are though, a little low on the stamina gauge, so instead it's gonna have to be committing RC resource here for that next wall break though, as we're going to not a hard knockdown, but still the compounding resources here. Stamina coming back online, 50 meter plus on the table off the positive meter bonus. Stuck in the corner. Tap Dust is gonna do the trick here. They're gonna bring it to the final round of game 1.
Same burst on both sides, so no difference there. FS, all beloved. I tried to Y-throw, but got the beat instead. Fafnir. Another one for the crowd. No stamina available though.
Ooh. First of the revolver to escape. 6HS brings that knockdown. There's the wild throw. The red RC wants to push his damage, swap you back to the other side. And what a combo there. So much so that Aero's going up for the burst. And what a bit, yo,
No! But why? You had kills!
You have to stun. You gotta stun. Serve, you know.
The style points were too good, and more style points with the 6H OTG to kill after the throw.
Yeah, Immaculate IB just to make sure that Aero stays put right in range for that throw punish into the OTG, of course, with the 6H. So great start from Scripter, and you can see what Raph is really known for, right? Is some of these very choice, high-octane situations where you really have your head scratching like, why that option? But, you know, sometimes it just works.
Yeah, Raph is the type of player that is like, I know your flowchart, I've seen this and that, so now you're going to do this. So even if my decision looks stupid, it's just the perfect answer to what I know for certain that you're going to do. And there we go, actually, the Fafnir there, catch really well, but now, on the back heel, I look really good, but the 5P again, and the Y throw.
Run down immediately. That 6HS, big scoop on the counter hit, wall stick. We go into the Tyrant Rave here. Is it going to be enough to kill? Not quite. But this is a very, very rough situation from Aero to try and make a comeback from.
Scripter looking really, really, really strong so far. Aero has to make a lot of work happen here. But so far, Scripter looking like really the more experienced, the one teaching Sin how to actually run pressure and all. No stamina available actually, so it's gonna be really hard, but oh, double bandit. That brings a lot of another IB into his row. We've seen so many of those already. Set and 5H catches after the feint. Wall splash.
Damage. Just shy of the 50 meter though for the hard knockdown. So an opportunity, but what an interesting hit there. And the burst bait, man. Scripter, you could definitely tell that he's been taught by an Xrd player. These are all such Xrd coded maneuvers.
Yeah. Scripter, like it's like when you understand how he makes the decisions that he makes, and it's a mix of vibes and just certainty of what the opponent is going to do. Like he's so interesting to watch. So cool.
Yeah, some insane mechanical execution along with just a full commit and believing in the game plan there that makes for absolute cinema as a spectator. Probably the most head-scratching opponent to experience facing off against him.
Why is he doing everything that counters me? And it's like, well, you got red, and Scripter will take advantage of it. So be really careful of those. And the amount of IVs is just crazy. Fafnir in mid-screen works. And the high-low. Through the wall you go. JV. Positive will work there. Aero gets a hit here, but she won't get much. Now another one, but again, no stamina, so can't really make nothing happen here. Now did it enough? Is this hit now, really? No. The other side of the coin. The other side of the coin that we see.
Yeah. Balling a little too hard there. 100 meter down the drain, and ultimately Aero able to secure the round here. Is it enough to keep the trend going, bring it a game onto the scoreboard? So far, it's done off pretty consistent. From Raph trapped to the corner, but we see the IBFD, just that immaculate push block away. Immediately catching out to a good chunk of damage. Goes for the fake overhead into the low. Fake gun flame. Good defense though, but a lot of meter expended. The 5P end here.
Again, another read that doesn't fly for Raph. This time it did. As he did fly himself with that volcanic viper, but now it's Aero turn. Blocks the overhead. The second one goes in though. Doesn't get the conversion. Has the meter. No stamina for Aero, which is going to be really rough. Nothing, no resource for Aero. Can she get out of this in time? Doesn't look like she's going to go through the wall now with the volcanic viper and JV. That seals the round.
That point here for Raph, looking pretty comfortable with the burst available. Aero not too far off from her own. Immediately going to expend it to just make sure the momentum is denied from Aero. Dashes out of the corner, great anti-air. Able to keep up from where she left off before the wall break. No hard knockdown, but the positive meter bonus is a sure welcome surprise. But the punish off the IV as well here, bring her to the corner. BRC, Fuzzy.
Really good conversion there by Raph. Needs one more hit, but so does Aero. Really looking really good in the middle side, and this can be it. Right the lightning. This was from my actual biological father. It doesn't kill though. So
not quite.
The guilty flame is too strong.
That's a lot of damage. And the volcanic viper is still square enough to go for. Whoa, what a call out there. Good awareness there from Aero to go immediately on that burst after getting hit by the DP. One of those things that can happen in a blink and you miss it moment, but nevertheless, the 5P willing to just kind of bet it all, especially sitting at a comfortable position, because next to the round, or so next to the health as a resource, you could also kind of look at it a more meta game narrative where you have the games as a resource as well. 2-0 up. Raph can definitely take a gamble like a 5P there towards the end.
Yeah. Raph also, like, there's this type of players, like I think for example Tatuma is also this type of player. I mean, obviously, like, Sol is a character that is a good catalyst for this archetype of player. And they work on vibes and the good reads, but these good reads have more room, as you said, because you are like in that resource of I'm 2 games up, for example.
Yeah. And especially it's also a big mental fortitude test on both sides, right? Especially when you're 2-0 up. Do not get too comfortable with your advantage position. At the same time, being two games down, don't lose too much hope, right? Make sure to play at a consistent baseline, as ultimately, right, no matter the amount of hits, rounds, or games it takes, so long as you win 3.
And also, like, you have to win 3 games, no matter if you win 3-2, 3-1, or 3-0. It's just 3 games. And with the rounds that is needed, and you can win those coming from the last HP available that you have. You need only 1 HP to win those 3 games. So really, really good. Did Shuba make the bait? Yes, indeed.
It's going to be MommyShuba versus blertsmile coming up next. Curious to see the blertsmile is a newer name to me, but I see everyone popping off in chat, so I'm curious to see what they are bringing to the table here.
Blurt have been around for a while. Really, really interesting A.B.A. Definitely on the upper side of the strength. I mean, that's why we're seeing Blurt in this top 8.
Right.
So yeah, really looking forward to this. Actually, this might be A.B.A. on A.B.A. Violence, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, I wonder how A.B.A.s do feel about playing into the mirror matchup, because I feel like it's one of those where you might consider picking up a pocket for, as A.B.A. doesn't seem too, like, her kit doesn't seem too capable of dealing with herself, especially when you're down, right? Like, the other one's just wailing on you in Jealousy Rage, and you're just sitting there in regular A.B.A. form.
And also, in the end, A.B.A. I feel like is a character which very polarizing matchups. Like, not in a way that it's impossible to run her or anything, but there are definitely matchups where it's much, much harder for A.B.A. to operate than in others. Like, for example, Axel is a character that I feel like is really hard for her, or Asuka, for example, same with Happy Chaos probably. Although, supposedly I've heard, like, from Tiger Pop themselves that they had some really good tech against Happy Chaos, so maybe there's something I don't know. But yeah, I think MommyShuba does have an Axel, and as well as a Johnny, and I think both of those should do well into A.B.A., but I'm not that versed.
Okay, well, if I think we're just waiting on Blurt to figure out the lobby matchup here, as both do seem inclined to commit to the A.B.A. mirror.
Okay, that's interesting.
Well, at least from Blurt hanging on the wrong platform there, but making their way down here, and that is in fact the A.B.A. on the lock.
Yeah. And there we go, the A.B.A. mirror. Too many Paracelsus, and only one A.B.A. can remain.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed.
Actually, I'm wondering, like, so yeah, I was just wondering, like, how are we actually going to? What are we going to actually see?
Yeah, I imagine it's going to be it's for sure going to be a resource race, right? The first one to just maintain high Jesse Rage activation rate. Quick movement into the far slash, and it is going to be Blurt immediately after the burst, finding the install and just look at that, hammering down. But as you find uninstalls, they both just trading back and forth. So
Jealous Rage is coming right in. Both are jealous. Both are desperate for blood. Going right in. MommyShuba is the one. Shuba is the red one. Sorry, chat. She's now looking really, really well. Blurt looking on kinda his last legs. And here we go. Through the wall. Good amount of Jealous Rage. No Jealous Rage for Blurt. both have access to super. Let's see how that works.
Where's he? For the wire C instead. Does find a few of these hits to regenerate some of that burst Just Rage gauge, but ultimately MommyShuba finds the opportunity to interact there. Getting that first round, so see how things kick off here, and immediately great opener coming out from Blert's end, finds a Jesse Rage with a lot of bar to work with. So puts up the pressure and just keeps on tick going for the time being.
Yeah, he's going to go through the wall, full Jealous Rage, full burst on both sides, but I think Shuba should just let this happen. Or maybe not, maybe just do this. Oh, the Blue White Assault gets thrown. It's the worst situation because you did lose 50 burst and only to die.
Well, it's not too bad, all things considered, especially with Blert now having spent the burst early on, right? You still have that deflect shield, and if you can get a little bit of momentum running, already regenerating a lot of gauge without the positive meter bonus, so that's not too bad of a lot of salt to have spent early.
Yeah, that's fair. This will be a nice wall splat. No meter was available for Blert. Another 6B on the round start there for MommyShuba. That connects. Can she make something this turn? Oh, gets the left right there. Not sure if it was Blert actually running out of there. Double Reka into the overhead. The RC made it really hard to get that one.
Yeah.
Ooh, the 5H catches the backdash.
Quick install, the little whip punch, the red RC trying to push that damage further, and in fact is going to get that last touch. MommyShuba takes the lead here in the set with the first game win.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting a bit lost because I don't recognize who is who. Like, okay, Blert himself is having the same issue.
It's just one of those cases you gotta play mirror matchups more often, but yeah, definitely pay attention to the colors. It is, I think you had it earlier, red is MommyShuba and white is Blert.
It's pink, and the thing is that it's red and pink, so it's not that...
Oh, is it pink? Oh, it is pink, you're right. Well, I thought it was white. Oh, okay, yeah.
Can we ban these people for using same colors, please? Anyway,
it doesn't really help either, because you say, like, look at the key, but when you go into Jesse Rage, they both become a black key.
Yeah, they both are black.
Or, like, red in this case.
Yeah, it's dark, so anyways. Blert is now on defensive, I guess. Gets the decay. Gets the Rekas. A lot of Jealous Rage was built, and the throw. Really good here. Overhead, and this can, and it will kill with the stage. Really good there.
Great start. Not a lot on the... Oh, both of them just opting to back away here, but it's going to be the install early from MommyShuba's side. Not on the throw here, but needs to find an opportunity to uninstall while the Salty. Try to keep the pressure up for the time being, but he concedes. Still, the life advantage. MommyShuba is not too bad of a spot. Good blocking the overhead, but still immediately just pressing on forward, trying to expire, but finds that knockdown just in time for the manual uninstall.
If not, it would have been looking so much worse for Blert, but manages to get that refund. No, I don't want this regeneration more. Can I get a refund? Yes, you can get up to 50%. That's crazy good sale. And now MommyShuba looking really good. Oh, gets thrown again! Blert having really good instincts on when to throw in there. But still, MommyShuba gets the super here and will kill. Ooh. Close.
Yeah, good back and forth. You can definitely see very polarizing momentum between these two characters, that they do have to carefully cycle these resources, especially if you're left at a position without any Jesse Rage gauge. It becomes incredibly difficult to mount any sort of offense.
Blert is playing a grappler. So many throws on offense and defense. Yes, the burst bait here. This can be really big. Oh. Doesn't get the wall splat though. But this will kill maybe? No, it's not enough. But one more hit will do it. Can Blert get his first win? And he does. And 1-1 is on the table. As I'm still having trouble to know which one is which. I'm not happy.
There's always like that brief moment of confusion, and you see one of them just comboing and then the health bar disappearing on the other side. It's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
You kind of reposition yourself like, oh yeah, who's who again?
Why are we talking about the winner takes it all? You just make about me. Okay. Game 3 though. 1-1. This becomes an FT2. Blur gets the hit with a 5H. Gets the transformation. Good amount of Yellow's Rage available. Missed the Fuzzy though. The 2K catches the delay on the Rekka. And a throw. Blur the grappler.
No opportunities given here to MommyShuba, the forced uninstall, and now this can be entirely Blur's domain. So very fancy BRC response here. It didn't work out there. Just be back in response, a little bit too much confusion, but ultimately just the no mix straight into the mid. Nevertheless, able to find the final touch required here to take the lead by a round. First situation looking pretty comfortable for Blur. MommyShuba not too far off from her own either.
Yep. Oh, almost get the Rekka confirmed, but the delay was too much. So it didn't combo. Blur transforms, so does MommyShuba. The fastest neutral in Strive being played right now. The 4 frame is still 4 framer no matter where you go. You can't escape the 4 frames. Overhead through the wall. Full Yellow's Rage. Let's see how you deal with yourself. Look at the mirror.
Yeah, this one is a very bleak situation. MommyShuba desperately needs a few touches to be able to regenerate that rage gauge. The burst is going to be coming back online soon here. Has to decide to pull the trigger, but at the wrong timing. The bait here from Blur. The cash out to the super, and that is going to be the set lead in Blur's favor this time. 2-1.
Yep. Really, really good. Blur having really good work on the burst baiting. I feel like it was good points to do so, and has caught MommyShuba like properly. So really good there by him. You can see like, well, if we had to judge based on costumes, like basically like we can see that one is the full A.B.A, and MommyShuba is a nice, you know, a nice gentleman. Yeah, I can see. But Blurt is more dedicated to the bit.
Very, very true here. And speaking of dedication, it's going to be MommyShuba swapping off the A.B.A here, deciding to shake things up a little bit, not feeling all too comfortable in the mirror. And so we see the Sin come out now.
My character sucks. It can't even beat my character. I have to jump into another one. Let's see. Definitely, like, again, you are the one who knows the best why you hate playing your character against the surging one. So you will have to see. Oh, tries another burst wave, but this time it was delayed. So Blur gets this one. Oh, no, I can't differentiate who each character is. That is crazy. And super through the wall. Blink hit included. Hack Toa was indeed performed.
Ooh, this is a great position for MommyShuba to be in here with Blurt. No Jazzy Rage Gate does commit the hero burst here, but we're playing for the poke range, and not a whole lot of Jazzy Rage Gates been able to build up, but finds an RC opportunity here, and the key install, maybe with the right mix, can completely steal this round. Decides to go for big plus frames. Well, we're gonna let the RTL rip here, break on through. It's gonna be enough for 3 hits to do the deed. MommyShuba now 1 round away from tying up the set.
Yep. A lot of supers that are advancing and can get out of the way from the A.B.A super, and right lining not only is advancing, but it's also invulnerable. So yeah, really good there by MommyShuba finding that opening. Let's see if Blur can do anything about this Sin. But right now it seems like a lot. Burst, ooh, tough position there to do so. Blur needs 1 more hit, and that might be it. Well, it's gonna be 2. My bad. DP gets out of the way there. Shuba looking good now. Needs too many hits though, and stamina is not looking so well. Oh, command dash BRC CS to get below the 6p. Really good.
Good stuff indeed, and what a way to kick off the second round here for Blur. Immediately hammering on down, baits out the reversal. The Hawk Baker blocked, and a lot of damage to follow suit. Needs to find opportunity uninstalled, does so, and especially with the Jazzy Rage Gauge super being generated a little bit more bar. Trying to get that closing hit. And picking as the throw. RC, the wild assault to deny a little bit, but just not able to squeeze out the damage in time in the window. But stagger pressure will be good as Blur is going to close it out 3-1.
That why the Soul didn't win because that mechanic wasn't pure of heart. It was needed to do more more shenanigans, and Blurt does indeed get the 3-1. It looked a bit like closer than a 3-1, but in the end, Blurt is remained on top, and he gets to go to the next round.
Indeed, indeed. So with that, I'm going to keep on trudging through our loser side as we're going to be having Vena versus Scripter coming up soon, which while we wait for them to set up is as good a time as any to remind y'all we still have 25 codes left to be claimed on the match arena, so do not slouch, do not hesitate, ! Match Arena, grab yourself that link, head on over to the website, hit the claim code button, and sign in if you haven't done so already. And once you completed that process, you'll have contributed 25 cents to the prize pool. Every code counts, every little bit helps to show your support for the people that are coming in here week after week, especially so close to the 2.0 release date, where they might be, considering to take a little break, but no, not these 50 or so people hopping on to deliver you that premium Guilty Gear action for free.
Yeah, for free. Play the 50/50s, chat. We are at 32 euros. We can't, or dollars. I don't know. Actually, I actually don't know about that one. But 32 coins, Mario coins. We're going to play this. We can keep pushing. We have some codes. Get them as fast. You did get yours, right, Joker?
Of course I got mine. I think I was like one of the first 5.
Nah.
You can't catch the commentator lacking. Come on now.
Just checking. I also got mine, but I wasn't of the first. Ah, fuck. Scarfed just got his one. Fuck my life, man. Anyways. Here we go. Scripter versus Vena. What can Soul do about the Yu-Gi-Oh man?
Well, for one, Scripter seems to be taking the approach of grabbing your deck and ripping your cards one by one, but...
yeah. Which is normally good. Oh, mana break. Burst is used to steal. Bandit Revolver is used with RC to make a safe way to approach neutral. FS. Oh. Ooh, doesn't get it because it was a bit too late. That was such a big confirm. Didn't get it. It's okay. Not looking as crispy.
Yeah, this is definitely shaky for sure, but just how favorable the situation is that Scripter finds himself in. I don't think it's too big of a deal, but he does end up landing the confirm this time around, dealing a hell of a lot of damage, even through that mana shield of Asuka, but now Vena playing some cubes here. But we see the 2S approach, however, not enough off the meatball here.
Domain expansion.
The other side of the screen, yep.
1,000 cubes is coming right up. We have too many teleports, too many cubes, too many stabs. Doesn't punish the Volcanic Viper there though. Still looking good. Oh no! YRC the punish there. Ben is still looking in command, but the Light Vortex catches them all. Burst bait by Scripter, and this means game. That was a crispy burst bait.
Oh, you still got those. You still got those at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, just has to come a bit into the swing of things, because it might be also moments of playing the game a bit too fast that can cause for some slight executional errors where, you're really hoping that you have the life advantage to survive a situation where, especially some of these routings that you see from Scripter does require quite the timing, and it's also a very heavily committal button to be pulling off with it. So yeah, be careful to not get too close to the sun where you might get burned.
Yeah, I call those two ways. I call them either overcooked but still tasty, or lost in the sauce. One of the two, whatever you want. And these cubes are slow. We're keeping the pace, not the fastest, but just the brightest. But Scripter managed to get in, but the 2Ps are too good. 2PRC tries to burst bait. The flex shield was not, probably was an air grab, so...
Yeah.
Oh, and now the burst bait though.
Had to be grabbed, because jump the flex shield is certainly a choice. But On up close slash, is getting a nice solid raw hit, trying to get a little bit of meter before the wall break here, so not gonna be able to secure that hard knockdown, but in the panic, deploys the Volcanic Viper, however, nice and patient, even on that last bit of health, who said this Night Raid Vortex, I don't care.
Yeah. Too much meter, too much burst, too little care for me to not send those. Even now, 2 times in a row, JD is going to connect, not the 3 times, no. We don't get those deep dash loops. The blue cube is not fast enough to kill the Gunflame there. Scripter really wanting to get as saucy as possible. Be careful to not get overcooked. Chipp catches there. Oh, the double DP, and this will actually kill. And through the wall, Scripter really feeling himself. Really ahead in this one.
I mean, I think that's the basis of the Scripter game plan, right? Is feeling himself. We've talked about it before in his appearances on stream, where a lot of it is very tight execution that you can see from the likes of his IABs and certain routings that he opts for, as well as just fully committing and believing in his options and callouts to really frustrate the opponent into thinking like this genuinely cannot be working against me, but it does with great efficiency.
Yeah, like that's when Scripter gets you. If he manages to pull all the hack calls and all the crazy plays, and you're still falling on them, that's when you are in the middle of the sound. Actually, you are the one getting killed, and you are the one who has to travel through all of this swamp of just crazy reads. And how are you gonna do that? Well, the Qs is a good way to do so.
Saw lockdown. Big hit here. I think this could be the Vena end here, especially with Scripter trying to interact on that last volley of cubes, not the smartest option. But nevertheless, right, it's only the first round, as well as several games in Scripter's advantage, so Vena does have quite a ways to make this reverse sweep happen.
Yeah, but right now finding the right cubes to make Scripter just have to sit and be careful with all the cubes. Burst is available for Vena, and it's gonna be not anymore because it has been used right now. This can be a wall break. Nice use there to get the full mana, and through the wall you go. Burst is available for a Scripter, but Vena looking with the positive and full mana. Oh, the burst gets caught there by the big cube. And through the wall you go. This was my 2 rounds. I played this game. And game for Vena.
Righty. So yeah, an indicator, of course, with how polarizing some of these rounds can play out. It all depends on just a little bit of RNG of that first draw to see how you can kick things off and just making sure to maintain pressure, keeping your opponent at bay, especially with some characters that have a bit of a harder time breaking through all of these cubes, having to spend it carefully approaching you, and then maybe once in a while pressing just to clear a few, but yeah, just in general, not having a big sweeping normal is going to be a little bit rough on Scripter's end.
Ooh, really good there with the gunplay and the success. But Vena really early with a good use of the Terra Metrons in the air has set up all of this, and now Scripter is looking really bad since he got caught by the 18 framer, but finds the JS opening. Now only needs 1 more hit. Well, a couple of them more actually, never mind. I might be a little bit drunk. but Vena looking really good right now. Out of field, like out of bookmark. And 1 more cube might do it. So bad guy needs to understand what is a hand trap and not finding it. In round for Vena.
Yeah, this one was a very tough one, especially for Scripter, who has to play it so carefully. 1 overcommit and you might eat the burst, which is back to square one. We're trying to close the gap across the screen. Immediately though, Vena kicking things off with a lot of pressure, runs through, making sure to take cover behind the cube. But nevertheless, Scripter's able to find his hits, but immediately the jab to the PRC and back descending the cubes.
Oh, but the bringer is not good enough, but the wide throw is no mana allowed. BRC? What are we cooking? Okay, that was not the best cook over here, but it's alright. Burst is out.
Let's go.
We're gonna be missing it for the next round because this one is done.
Yeah, it's very scary burst to go from Vena, especially I like the idea, right? Just send your opponent away, because you can definitely see the confidence behind Vena's play when they can get the ball rolling with all these cubes. But now in a spot where it is set point for Scripter, no burst available, only the deflect shield as a defensive option.
Yep. Has to get out of there, doesn't get it, actually gets CS, and mana is out. Is this going to be actually the combo that kills? Ooh, could have been if that was a wall splat, but doesn't need. CS connects, 5D connects, and R.E.V. gets the set. As we got raided, by the way.
We did, yes. So a little bit in the high octane action, but thank you, Gecko Squirrel, for the raid. Hopefully you had a good stream there. For any and all raiders, make sure to hop on some Matcherino codes. We got plenty around for y'all for the taking, so do not hesitate. 22 still remaining, so head on over, grab some of those. As yeah, sit down and enjoy the rest of the SaltyEU bracket as we try to not put too many Yu-Gi-Oh references in here.
Yeah, and not anymore because Vena is out, so sadly I can't say what the My Hero Academia said of the you are a 3rd grade A.B.A with a 4th grade Paracelsus.
Absolutely
But
foul.
for those climbing Matcherino, don't worry. Winner finals is Chipp versus Potemkin, and we know that you all love those characters. Like those are probably 2 of the most loved characters. So don't worry. The money's gonna land in good hands.
Believe. You just gotta believe.
Just gotta believe.
Well, with
Speaking
that.
of,
Oh, go ahead.
no, speaking of, like I was speaking of winner finals, and we. Oh no, never mind. We're not having that.
Not yet. No, we got one more. I think we got one more losers side set before we can go back to our winners final. So it's going to be Goose versus blertsmile, right? So the winner of that going to be facing off against Scripter in the loser semis, which we will hold off until after winners final. So we go through this set of Goose versus blert, return to the winners finals, who have been sitting there very patiently, iced out from the action so far, and then we will return with the losers run.
This is gonna be Johnny versus A.B.A. Again, both Goose and blert among the top players in this region on both characters. Really, really good players. I don't know how much they know of the other player character. Like I don't know how much blert knows about Johnny, how much Goose knows about A.B.A. So it will be interesting to see how they can develop their gameplay through that.
I feel like, at the very least, blert should be familiar with Johnny because of the time that he was a public enemy #1. So if you wanted to maintain competitiveness in Strive, you definitely had to figure out what Johnny does and where are your very slight gaps to find interaction and be able to claim your rounds, win your interactions. But as for Goose's experience into A.B.A, I don't know. I think it depends. Is Goose within the meltdown region? Because for sure, then he'll get that A.B.A practice.
I think so. I think Goose is from. I think both these players are from UK actually.
Yeah, but UK is big.
that is true. UK is not small place, but I mean it's not that far from meltdown. Either way.
That's true. Some of them do make the cross country trek for meltdown, and some people even make the international trip to meltdown.
Yeah, I love to be one of those, but I'm too far. Like Spain has no traction in that sense, which is kind of sad. But anyways, we have this. As you said, blert will need to find the interactions between the workers a lot, and we'll have to see who gets to be the naughtiest of the 2. Oh, okay. Backdash into forward dash into throw was really, really naughty. There we go with the first one crash. Really, really slow, but the dash goes below the misfiner. Oh, doesn't want none of that. Gonna get through the wall probably. And there we go. No Jealous Rage. This is gonna be the activation. Goose can do anything right now. Goes for the 2S directly. blert gets the IB and now can make something happen if he manages to make something like a parry or anything like that. But this is gonna be misfiner, super card. Oh, but your hand.
Critical error here, so a chance now for blert has a bit of Jesse Rage Gauge to work with, as well as Meter. This is the kind of opportunity that he was biding his time for, but a great defense there from Goose. He's going to cut it short, the uninstall, saving, allowing for the reaction on the instant overhead, but the close slash still claiming its victim. So Goose does end that round and has the burst near active again, which, you know, was a really smart play earlier in the first round to just take control of the game as soon as possible, deny Blurt these uninstalls, but Blurt finds an opportunity through here. Manual uninstall, the chase down, Red RC trying to force it forward, but Goose doing what he can to make sure the install doesn't come.
Catching with the JP, but now Misfinder is too good. The card pop catches there again. More War Crash, more setup by Johnny, another card, another turn. But the tech is really good for Bled there. Not enough Jealous Rage, but it has a turn, can do something about it, but 2B into Misfinder again, really good confirmed by Goose. And overhead? No, yes, double overhead with the Goose. Oh, YRC. And but the Rekka is not, doesn't reach far enough. Falls the stance. We are in the Wild West, holding a stance, and the Misfinder catches the card, catches the Blurt, and catches the first game for Goose.
Yeah, Goose takes a really smart approach to a uninstalled A.B.A, especially with no Jesse Rage Gauge to find it back. So just hang back, hang tight, sit in at as far a distance as possible, right? Always maintaining that Misfinder range to just poke away and see if Blurt gets a little too eager, trying to make something happen to get to the other side of the screen, which, you know, of course is only affordable to Goose with a life advantage, as immediately starting things off with the key grab here. Blurt looking for some more extreme measures to find the momentum.
That was so crazy. What else are we having? What else are we having here? Okay, like what are we watching? What are we looking at? Guess now it seems like, Guilty Gear Xrd, and Blurt seems like wants to be saying, this is my turn. Goose says, well, that overhead is lower than mine, I will get it, but not this time. Super goes in. This won't kill, would have maybe killed with the Gear Xrd, but prefers to have the install and the knockdown and the 2K. No highs over here, just pure 2K. Why didn't you block it? It was just lows and miss.
Jump low, tricky as always, but this round start key grab is looking a little great strength here from Blurt, and not being dissuaded by the deflect shield, keeps up the pressure, making sure that Goose doesn't leave his corner. However, party does end briefly as we go for uninstall, reinstall, and once more uninstall, reinstall with the hard knockdown, as I think Goose has one more interaction left before the end of the round.
6P make both things with. And now this could be the end. Just one more hit. Yes, the super. Jealous Rage A.B.A, and through the wall you go. My time to shine. 1-1 in the dominant fashion by Blurt.
Yeah, solid callouts to begin these rounds. Immediately take the reins of the momentum gameplay, and that puts a real strain on Goose to try and mount a comeback, especially when so far he has committed resources quite eagerly to deny Blurt the installs and such, especially at the lower health portions, forcing the manual uninstall, where he can then just easily harass from full screen with his sword normals and his misfinders, right? Get these uncontestable card sets.
Yeah. Blurt doing a really good job, and this, that was a small spike, I think, but they seem to be playing it out anyways. Blurt doing a really good job at trying to really RPS the neutral in that sense, which I think is something that you have to do as A.B.A, and more against Johnny, obviously. So really good there. Like the key grab in the first game was just crazy in that sense. I was not expecting that, but now Blurt doesn't get the deactivation because of the YRC. So this will be really hard. And now no Jealous Rage available. Goose looking really good. Full burst, a card on the ground, and a wall break to take.
Yeah, unfortunately, no hard knockdown, so still a possible interaction point, but considering that A.B.A is without Jesse Rage Gauge, right, we can see Blurt back to the tried and true method of just standing at the distance that you only play around Misfinder, and ultimately you can catch your opponent getting bored for the punish. Goose now with the round lead here in game number 3. The burst is still available, but Blurt not too far off from his own, but an excellent anti-air into the Wild Assault. Wants to keep the party running, especially now, once again, finding himself uninstalled, but the anti-air, however, not the full conversion, but all out on the deflect shield is going to look pretty good. The cross up.
Grabber gets the grab, and this means turn, and you don't want to give A.B.A any turn because the fast is coming. You got through the wall, still really healthy, Jealous Rage-wise. 2D, can you go through this? Yes, Misfinder catches that one. Overhead gets blocked by Blurt. And you don't jump to me, I will kill you for that. With Super coming right up. And this is another round for Blurt. You don't want to give a turn for A.B.A because she will maul you.
He will maul you indeed here as we are around a piece in game number 3. Both players vying for the lead in the set. This gauge is looking pretty similar, but that is going to be the early spend from Blurt. Make sure not too much momentum goes over to Goose's end. Goose looking for the lockdown, especially in this uninstalled position, but what a swing from Blurt into the corner. Has a lot of meter to play with. The BRC forward, but not able to escape the corner just yet. Good to break on the throw and swap sides, and now this is the kind of position that Goose was vying for. Nearing that uninstall, the manually forced one, the card ready to go as well. Now time to play around the misfinders, but Blurt pushes on forward.
Actually, to be there for the first record, that didn't. The second one could have been really rough, but Goose played right the RPS there, and this is gonna be through the wall. Give me my positive. You can have a little bit of meter, you can have a little bit of burst. I don't mind. I need my positive. Oh, but the BRC catches there, and this could be the one turn that you don't want to give to A.B.A. Oh, the gold burst there. A lot of tension to work for Goose. No Jealous Rage to work for Blurt. This could be really rough. You need one more, but do you get it? Yes, you do get it.
Just in time.
Burst.
Very clutch. BRC trying to push on forward now. Goose has to play in that range, and just like that, steps of the frame trap into the far slash. Fortunately, committing to the big swing there. It's a little too slow in that box situation, so that is going to be Goose taking the lead in the set. 2-1, one away from securing that loser semifinals position.
Yeah, first game looked like Goose had it like totally on the box. Second game, Blurt was like, no, this is my game actually. And this third game has been so back and forth all the time. So really looking forward to, I don't want to jinx it, please give me more of this. It was so fucking fun.
Indeed, if we want more, Blurt has to commit here to winning this game, bringing it to a game 5 position. We can see the immediate gold burst spend there from Goose. Not too interested in being a victim under the pressure of Jesse Rage Gauge A.B.A.
Ooh, really good there by Blair with the comeback that's getting below of Goose approach. Gets into that, gets the Reka. Doesn't get the throw door, no grabber today, and this is gonna mean that you're going to get no Jealous Rage, you are deinstalling, you have meter, but what good are you? DRC, oh!
Great opening there from Blurt.
Yeah.
Big hits, especially finding the install off of the Jesse Rage Gauge built up. Now getting the soft knockdown with a little bit left. Maybe, yeah, it's gonna go into the Blue Super here to at least get the free uninstall, but sends the card here blowing through the projectile. We aren't gonna get the arrow, but slips on forward just under the misfinder. Goose, eager for the lead here, decides to commit the hero burst now that A.B.A is uninstalled, but does find a big swing. Not a lot of meter built up just yet, but on that misfinder, dashes in forward, gets the guard crushed, the instant overhead, and just like that, Goose is going to be on that set point.
The hero burst rewards the brave, and so was Goose. Now looking commanding with the round advantage, set point for him. You could do well, but now not looking so sharp since Brett does have the turn now and the meter to do anything. Goose finds the way out, but gets grabbed again. Brett looking really good with those. But it's not good enough. The high-low goes low, and Goose blocks it, but not the Reka though. BRC, don't know if that was what's needed, but that's what he gets. And this could mean kill again? Yes!
It is, in fact, as Blurt brings it to a final round position, needs to win, as Goose has been able to commit that entire round. That's an eco round, effectively, generating that burst back. As for a do-over, but look at the aggression from Blurt. Needs to make the most of this install state. Finds a safe uninstall to be able to generate a whole lot of Jesse Rage Gauge, especially on this wall break here. Goose, right to pinch.
Looking really good on the meter, but what's good of meter if you're on the receiving side of the turn, on the fence of Johnny? is to block that one, but it was a war crash. And now through the wall, no hard no down, and A.B.A has a lot of meters to work with, so will be really scary for Goose to approach. And thus 6B, get out of here. I don't want none of you. Misfinder into Misfinder, into Misfinder, into Misfinder again. And this will be super. I don't think this kills. So we get one more chance of Blurt.
Yeah, look at the play from Goose, right? Just stands back, hangs out nicely, and unfortunately commits forward with the PRC just as the Misfinder was active. And that is going to be Goose closing out the set 3-1. Moving into that loser's semifinals position to go face off against Scripter down the line, as we're going to head back into our winners finals, where Scarfed and WantedFranky have been waiting very patiently for their turn to play.
As you were talking during the set, Goose did a really good job and at working the spacing and not really letting Blurt getting the spacing. And actually, I think with Blurt, besides the second game, which Blurt went totally crazy on the RPS situations in neutral, Blurt has mostly won through defense and then getting a turn through there. But in neutral, it was so hard to navigate because Goose was doing such a good job there.
Yeah, especially without the Jesse H gauge, right? In that punishing standard A.B.A form with that very dismal forward dash. Just having to wade your way through constant misfinders at a life disadvantage as well, right? The clock is ticking. You only have so many resources left. Goose is kind of just chilling at full screen, being like, you can't do nothing about this. I'm minus 15, my chud life, but at full screen, who cares?
Who cares, yeah. Because as you said, like the issues that the A.B.A normal ball doesn't have a way to threat Johnny, so Johnny can just sit, spamming Misfinder, not giving a care to the world. And Goose, really good, will be at least top 3 as actually Blurt first time on top 8 and got a nice top 5, if I recall, really.
Well, okay, Goose hasn't made it into the top 3 spot just yet, so the winner.
Oh, sorry, top 4.
Yeah, top 4 is guaranteed. So you got the top row at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just a matter of who wins next between him and Scripter is going to determine the third spot guaranteed.
And now we are jumping to winners, if I recall correctly.
Absolutely, yes. Scarfed and WantedFranky, Chipp and Potemkin as
10 matchup. Or so they say.
I feel like that's what is that what you say?
Depends. Am I playing Andros? If I'm playing Andros, the matchup is impossible. If not, if I'm playing another player, it's doable. But again, like I feel like the matchup can feel really bad on both sides. So I think it's one of those, like, really is a 10-10.
Right.
Scarfed himself has a lot of tech against Potemkin because he's really good at canceling any hit of armor into DP, which is kind of nerd if you ask me, but still, if it works, it works, I guess. So Franky will have to be really careful of those hammerfalls or test the reactions there. It's a really tight reaction. I think it's a little bit tight, not only to a reaction, but a bit of a read as well. You have to be really prepared to be like, okay, I'm going to do this run up, and this run up can get clipped by hammerfall, so I have to be ready with my DP. I think that's the approach that you need to get. So if Franky wants to test those, be aware that you can get cheap DP Oki, which is the most broken thing in the world.
Yeah, it's pretty much how I would consider it on a macro level as well, where Potemkin has to survive just the constant smattering of mix-ups and mosquito pressure that comes out from Chipp, only to find an opportunity to get that one secured solid hit and really make Chipp suffer for his lower defense rating to just get those CMV type combos going, where you just two-touch your opponent. At the meantime, right, you can, as Chipp, you can just put Potemkin inside the vortex, but you know, death by 1,000 cuts because of how tanky the character is. There will be moments where you do shine, of course, if you can get a really extensive rope combo, but it's going to be few in between, especially with how compact you have to play it into Potemkin.
Yeah, the 2K. And I was going to say, like, against Potemkin, Chipp really looks like a two-step character because the first hit is gonna be a really small hit. There we go. Scarfed ready for those. Annoying. Please stop claiming the Macharinos. This person can get them. Oh, doesn't get that one. Really good understanding that the RC wasn't going to connect, so decided to go for the run up instead. And that's why I got the mix. And through the wall you go, Frankie.
Doesn't have the meter, unfortunately, for Super to get that hard knockdown, but nevertheless secures the overhead to be able to cash out.
Yeah. But as I was saying, like the first hit is mostly going to be a small hit, and then the second hit is the one that Chipp can do something about it because rope is set. That's like in some other matches, Chipp can do something else, but in this match in particular, you don't really want to set rope before you get the 5k, which is one of your main tools. And this is actually the game.
Guns and Roga. Even with Potemkin's tankiness, this should be more than enough. The red clouds appear, and that's going to be a very confident first game going Scarf's way.
Yeah, Sansei Broca. I couldn't even jab. Like, Scarf, can you chill a little bit?
My airtime.
Let me jab. Yeah, like I just wanted to jab a little bit on the matchup, but no, you have to get the 2D and get it 5k anything. Honestly, Frankie got a little bit aggressive on those runs. I don't know what you think about it.
Sorry, excuse me?
Oh, the run stars of Frankie both were really aggressive. I don't know how you feel about those.
I think they're not too bad. Like, you can definitely play an approach of biding your time, but if you're very uncomfortable with dealing in chip pressure, it were just general like matchup. If you're uncomfortable in it, just try to get that early control is for sure an approach. But as we can see, you know, even on the life deficit, Scarf is very, very comfortable in finding his interaction points. Even the rope set through slide head, like, oh my goodness.
Ooh, really good 5P there though. So this could be like one more hit is actually going to be enough. The slide heads are not enough, but the 6P is because of the hurtbox now. It's going to the back of the head. And first round for Frankie actually. 6H right there.
Yeah, Frankie can find that first aggressive opening as well, right? Like, even if it's not going to be a full sequence that he can secure, the damage being dealt puts Scarf in a tighter situation where the next interaction can possibly kill. Whereas before, Scarf would just lead entire rounds with full health bar. It makes it very difficult to actually find yourself back, even though you can deal a ton of damage with Potemkin.
Yeah, oh, catching the back there. If not, would have been a really good situation for Scarf there. No meter for Potemkin though, but that can change really, really fast in one hit in any direction. So have to be really, really scared. The 6P catches there, but doesn't convert into super. Was not aware, but was not ready. But the backdash, that was a fake as fuck. Garuda, and you will pay for it with your life. Sansei coming right up. You didn't block below, and you got 6P. Wall flat. Sansei kill.
Nicely done. Brings it to a round apiece. Both players with their burst online. Scarf's trying to find that early opening, but a much more patient Frankie is on display here this time. Not able to blow through the hammer fall, but still able to consistently backdash away from these Garudas, spending the wild assault to continue the conversion. And just like that, the rope set over the slide head, but Frankie still manages to find these interactions. A lot of damage being dealt, and now with the RC cash out, it's not going to be enough to kill just yet, but still a very painful position for Scarf to mount a comeback from.
Scarf are trying to get really high reads, but not getting there. But this combo though will get the left right. Oh, mashes! Frankie mashes out of there and actually gets it because Scarf was a bit off on that set. Hammer fall, I mean, slide hits this time because got a forward dash instead of a back dash. And Frankie doesn't let you get away with that. Will punish you, will kill you, and will get the game.
Very nicely done.
Scarf looking a bit more shaky. Like we saw in one of the hammer falls, didn't get the DP because he actually got Rekka instead of DP, which was quite unfortunate.
Right.
But yeah, that's the curse that Daisuke has put into every chip to have the S be two really important inputs. So yeah, those can look like that. But now on commanded lead, yeah. Try to 6P and then Rekka. Let's see what happens.
Fade.
But anyway, Ooh.
Yeah, just jumps out, quick cash out. We're gonna go for the burst though. The rope set through, waiting patiently, calling out the heat tackle, and just as well avoiding the JD. Into the punish we go, and the confidence once more with the Zanz and Roga being out the first round in game number 3.
Yeah. Looking good. Wants to put the 2-1 here. Ooh, gets the hammerfall there. This will be a big punish. Through the wall you go. No special. Never mind. Misses there. Tries to run there, but doesn't get it. DP, but you weren't fast enough. Gets hit by the slide hair there. And this
A lot of raw hits.
Oh, but didn't get this one though. This is gonna be. But oh yeah, has to go really fast in the slide head. Invisible slide head because it was too low.
Scarf making some small errors here where Franky is getting a lot of these just raw hits that can lead to a ton of damage, but beautiful bait, great punish to go with it as well. Franky going to be bursting around the 50% health mark here. Now, carefully managing the space, and what a whip punish there on that 2D straight away, canceling, looking for that hard knockdown, looking to keep up the momentum. Goes and take the lead back into the set. Great opener, finds the RC to deploy the rope, trying to push the damage as far as possible. Can we see his Zanz and Roga in time? There it is. Is it enough to kill? This combo scaling is going to be the question.
But minimal damage is too good. Sansei Broca comes forth again and gives a Scarf at game 2. I mean, not game 2, but the second game.
Second game,
guess,
yeah.
You know? Yeah. You get me.
ESL moment.
So yeah, again, like Scarfett is still looking a bit shaky, and Franky looking really good, honestly. Like I don't think the score looks like the real deal in that sense. This could really change in a second. Ooh, but Franky really getting caught in these round fights, always going for the incorrect option, which can feel really bad in that sense. It can happen very well. Because for the mixed Scarfett here, was same side, Franky missed it properly. Slide head doesn't go here this time.
Ooh, cut the momentum short there. The fast burst off of the 2D. Thankfully able to run on forward, so doesn't get caught by the Heavenly. What an interesting conversion, all while grounded. Sets up the next rope, and once more, spacing just narrowly outside of that 2D range, and beautifully recognizing the whiff into the whiff punish. And Scarf now on that set point here, looking to secure that winner's side seat in the grand finals as both players start off swinging hard, interacting heavy.
DP now again. Second time that we see those. Double CS there. CS counter hitting into the CS. Weird to see, but always cool. Slide head gets blocked there. 5k pressure. Doesn't get the DP this time. Jumps out and gets hit by the heat tackle. The double. If you don't like consequences, just PRCS.
Very true. And you can just see how Potemkin can work in some of these rounds, right? Like, such careful, exact play coming out from Scarf, but at times, right, with the resources at Franky's disposal, he can create for some really painful situations. However, things off here, still on set point for Scarf. Going off nice and strong. The air throw going in Franky's favor and fades out the DP. Good burst, because that could have possibly been the round right there.
Burst bait here. This could be the kill actually. This is gonna be actually really good combo by Scarfett here. Doesn't go for the kill though, but this might do. I'm not sure actually. This is a chunky boy versus the most broken super in the game. It's not good enough though. But the Alpha Blade is Scarfett advances to grand finals.
Yeah, Alpha Blade from Scarf, especially in these situations, is always so smart because it's one of those things that when you start playing into chips early on in your grind, a lot of them do like to throw out Alpha Blade, so you just have to get used to responding to that. So as you move on, a lot of people are expecting and have the right response to Alpha Blade. But when you get into the situation of final interaction, you know, it might just slip their mental stack.
Yeah, and it's also like at this level you are more like the mental stack that Chipp can put onto you is too much. Like in that situation, like in the Sensei Roga, it's not the best Oki in the world, but even then, Chipp has Ram Throw, has 5D, has obviously CS or anything, has Alpha Blade, has any hit and then Alpha Blade, which is really hard to react to. Like 5k into Alpha Blade by itself is really tough to react. And even Command Grab if you want to get fancy. Like there's so many options that Chipp can do, even in that quote-unquote bad Oki, that if you choose the bad one or you didn't react to quote-unquote react to the 28 frames, like no one should blame you. If someone blames it for you, send it to me and I will call them a poopy.
The Blink insurance there. So we're gonna be returning to the loser side for the time being, as we're gonna watch Scripter, excuse me, face off against Goose to secure a spot into that losers finals, where they will then face off against WantedFranky for that final spot in the grand finals. Goose probably looking forward to that WantedFranky rematch, and Scarfed similarly. Actually, no, they all. Oh no, so not Scarfed. Scripter fell to WantedFranky. So both Goose and Scripter are looking for that rematch to WantedFranky, and then Scarfed is just the added bonus in the way of their tournament win.
Mankind knew that they can.
The victim rise from the dead and wants vengeance, but they will fight each other to see who gets to do that vengeance in the first place. We'll see, we'll see. Really good, really strong players on both sides. Scripter much more flashy, Goose a little bit more sure of the spacing and everything. So we'll have to see. Really good overhead.
Ooh.
Catch it there by surprise, but this combo is also looking good. Oh, the
Nice.
high-low gets hit there, and the heavy volcanic viper into Fafnir is too strong.
Nice, good conversion of the air-to-air here. Goose brings it to the other side, immediately cashing out into the super. Spell his name, Jeffrey. He's going to break the wall, get that hard knockdown, as well as that positive meter bonus running, generating that resources back. But look at the full stick of butter on Scripter's end. Immediately uses it to force on forward. The wild throw being RC'd as well. The final touch. Still going up close slash.
Overcooked over there. It's Jeffrey, and we won't say that the next word of that one, but yeah, looking really good on that one. Scripter wanting to get the second round already, looking good on burst, but not looking good on turn. Never mind, gets out of there. Wild throw is not good enough, but the volcanic viper is. And another one, and another Fafnir, and more pressure of Soul Bad Guy, more flames, more blood needs to be spilled. Another volcanic viper, you won't get out of here. Double 6H is not enough, gets punished there. Goose wants to say something about this, but can he though? Scripter looking too strong right now, and indeed, another volcanic viper seals the deal for the first game.
Yeah, life lead on Scripter's end makes it so much more comfortable for him to just let a volcanic viper rip through these situations. That is exactly what Goose is trying to carefully bait through these interactions, right? Not overextend too grievously. At the same time, just trying to poke out, see maybe can I catch Scripter lacking anywhere. But ultimately, as a two-step character, it does become really tricky. And tricky as is what Goose recognizes himself. Going to opt to switch into the Sin. So we're going to see once again the dad versus the son matchup.
Yeah, everyone has a pocket Sin today, it seems. But so far, none of them have been looked so good. So we will have to see if Goose Sins is good enough. So far, Volcanic Viper is on the menu. And as you said, when a Scripter is on the lead, it's like, let the voices talk. Let the Volcanic Vipers fly. There we go. Just as I said. But Right Lightning is going to punish you for that. No, because Burst was out already.
Nice. Oh, that confirmed. Not working out as intended, but great IBs. Fortunately, just committed a little too heavily. Food slightly burned on that Night Raid Vortex. Now Scripter has to travel through this hard knockdown, but 2H catching there. However, a pixel health to play with. Finds the back throw. Has to ride on the edge. The YRC coming out. Player playing it slow. Just even through the guard crush, and just like that, the Hawkbaker was a frame trap. Catching Scripter here, so Goose with a round on the board.
Minus into DP. You told me this one. Don't be mad about it. As Sin gets another DP, Goose looking commanding now, throwing those reversals. Overhead doesn't fly, but it still manages to keep the momentum on the turn. But never mind, Scripter has other plans. Throw into throw, gonna get headbutt into oblivion, but DP comes right away. 6H, another DP. Goose really showing that he has one of those, and this will be super through the wall, educating, no stamina though. So will Scripter be able to work this way with all these meters? Nothing to get rid of that
came
one.
out, sadly didn't generate the meter in time for the extension possibility. Baits out the RTL.
Bunk.
Bonk, there you go.
Yes.
Being punished. As now Scripter brings it to an even round situation. The Volcanic Viper right on through, trying to run that stagger pressure. Opting for the burst on Goose's end, and immediately the Bandit Bringer going back and forth, and the footsie swipe right there. Big counter hit confirmed coming out from Scripter into a hell of a lot of damage, followed by the time rate to just add on top, as well as that hard knockdown along with the positive meter bonus.
And can be last hit. White throw doesn't go, but this can be the last hit any moment. Goose doesn't want that. Goose wants to keep playing. Overhead is not good enough. No stamina, but a lot of RC to make up for it. 2P doesn't connect. IVFD, but Goose catches there because of the RC, and this will be charge dash as a punish of the throw plus the BRC, and Scripter gets the 2-0.
Looking pretty solid here. Of course, now with the switch from to Sin from Goose, things are looking like there's looking a lot more interactable.
Yeah.
But I think it's just one of those situations where Scripter is on the main, and I don't know exactly what Goose's experience is on Sin. As far as I've been able to see him play on stream, it has been the Johnny. So to be on a secondary here, which typically ends up as a character that is with not as much dedication being put into it compared to the main, makes for quite an uphill battle to actually make effective use of what could be better in this matchup on the character.
Yeah, like in the end you're facing a Scripter, and Raph is like, if you're gonna come at me with your main, because I will IB the living hell out of you. Wall splat with Heavy Volcanic Viper into Fafnir, you're already on 30% HP. Oh, gets caught this time. Overhead gets in, Tara super. Doesn't get the clean hit, but it's good enough to get the wall break now. 6k plus frames, don't really matter. The 60. Another okay, can we talk about why Scripter IP'd 2 wide assaults in this round? Like, why? Maybe it's fine, you know, like maybe the mechanic is fine, everyone else has to get better. Have we thought about that?
There is definitely a discussion to be had about some people having to maybe lock in a little bit on the training mode, but hey, 2.0 is around the corner. It's going to change everything, trust. We're going to play a completely different game.
Anyways, Goose, last legs. Scripter feeling himself. What is more scared than a beast in the corner? A beast that has everything for himself. The king of the beasts looking right here. Raph looking really good. This will be enough. Oh, the wide throw doesn't go in because of the YRC. Tries to DP the follow-up of the big driver, but it's not good enough. Yummies.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's Scripter bounce off the wall here, but Goose finds a few hits, gets a knockdown, tries to run the pressure. Even then, through the guard crush, still finding the IB, but yeah, RC interactions is gonna, not able to finish the plate here, but the 6P into the big driver confirmed does give Goose yet another round to play with here. Scripter still on that set point. Both players getting close to having their burst online, but the footsie is looking pretty immaculate from Goose's end.
Looking really good for Scripter so far, even with the round of Goose still on his last legs. Burst is out of there. Well, Scripter still has his one, and this could mean kill actually. Soul is not known for having low damage, but doesn't get this one. Double DP. Okay. Scripter is cooking right now, maybe too much, but we will see if Goose can do something about the chef. And this
that will do it.
It was a punish, and Scripter had too much fun, but also got to win. So in the end, this is a 3-0. Sin wasn't enough. Craig will have to endure even more sins in ranked now. They're everywhere. They're gonna keep being everywhere.
Exactly. How can somebody who works hard beat somebody who's having fun? We'll keep seeing if that gets put to the challenge. So, although now it's a little bit of a different take though, because it's two people who have fun. So who comes out on top?
Exactly. This is the who, like, if someone who works hard can beat someone who has fun, what is gonna happen now? Because these are two of the players that are known to have the most fun when playing. They're just here for the love of the game, the love of the wild throws, the Potemkin busters, the any type of hard read. These players are gonna go for them, you know? Like, these are no like oh, I'm going to play the safe way. No, I'm not going to play the safe way. I'm gonna play the cool way. No matter where that leads me, it's gonna be the cool way that I'm going to play.
The full commit special. But as we mentioned earlier, between Goose and Scripter, both leading up to WantedFranky, it's going to be a rematch for either. So Scripter, facing now off against WantedFranky, has to make up for a 3-1 WantedFranky victory, which ultimately sent him down to the loser's side to begin with, to be able to secure that loser's grand final seat for a shot at Scarfed and a shot at winning this week's SaltyEU Guilty Gear Strive. So we'll see how things go, if any lessons learned or were learned along the way, or if Franky still has that download on Scripter.
We'll have to see. Like, honestly, I can see it. Even though Franky won in winner's side, I see this matchup going 3-0 both sides, 3-2, 3-1. Like, I can see them both destroying the other or the other way around. Like, this is gonna be so much on vibes, so much on who gets the craziest hard read. So I'm just really looking forward to this, honestly. I'm so happy that we get to watch this, because no matter who wins, I know that they're also gonna give a good show against Scarfed. So yeah, we're like the 2/3 potential sets that we have forward seem to be like really high.
Well, I think we're just waiting on WantedFranky yet again. We're gonna pop it on the stream real quick, see what's going on.
Can we scream at him?
Probably. Sandwich of the day is a macaroon, apparently. It seems to be quite a liberal interpretation of a sandwich, but I guess if you boil it down to something smashed between two bread-like substances, then it's considered a sandwich.
I'm screaming at him right now. I said, Joe, Frankie, we're waiting here. Come on.
We've got a schedule to keep. People need to be playing Fellowship.
True. Or is a hot dog sandwich? Yes.
Yes.
Anything that you put in bread is a sandwich. I don't care.
Mankind knew that they
Burgers are sandwiches.
There was like that.
Is this a sandwich?
Maybe. I mean, Franky could technically create a sandwich situation with Gigantor.
Definitely. Maybe we'll see those. So far, what we see is 2D, Garuda Impact, and more of those. 6B catches again. A lot of meter, but a lot of frames, but too close to the sun, too close to the Volcanic Viper. I also have grabs. Gets the CS there. Counter hit Fafnir. Gets the run there. Full conversion. Ooh, nice 5k there to get the double hit to make sure that was gonna break the wall, the armor or anything in between. 6H with RC will be good enough as well. And another Volcanic Viper.
Things looking all pretty good for Scripter. Trying to jump on forward, but that flick holding it for the last minute there. Getting the counter, putting Scripter into the corner. A little whiff punish, the patience. Still blowing on through the deflect shield to create a little bit of space. Nice little counter hit. RCs to push the damage further, as well as bring all the way to the other side of the screen. Get that wall break, and look at the damage. You're given to think that's not Potemkin taking damage.
Yeah. Another 5k to break through the armor. Franky needs a couple of hits, and maybe Gigantor is the best friend that you need in that situation. Tried to get for the full charge there, but it wasn't good enough. FS there. 6H gets saved by the PRC, but still IB. And now this one hit will kill, and this means first game for Scripter. Looking nasty.
Yeah, looking pretty clean there, finding his groove. But of course, I think with like Franky had a bit of a pause between the winners final set where Scripter just had so fresh, off the previous. It's in a pretty comfortable set at that as well, right? Just running your own game plan pretty uncontestedly. So maybe with WantedFranky now just needs to pick up a bit of pace, right? The little diesel engine warming up.
But so far, Scripter looking better though. This is gonna be try to burst bait there, but doesn't get it. So we have to work his way in again. Gets it though, and first is burst this time. No burst bait, but still burst was achieved. And now the conversion with the fast RC, but it doesn't get the wall splat because didn't get a clean hit. But this is going to be a clean hit through the wall, and you die.
Indeed. Both sitting on the deflect shield here. Or wild assault, depending on how they want to move. And still those IBs from Scripter, scary as always. Especially because they can completely turn around your expectations of how your moves are supposed to behave on block.
And as you said, the blue wild assault goes in, and Scripter goes through the wall. Franky has the advantage. Wide throw. Gets the upper hand now. Can't get the wall splat, doesn't get it, but still. Gets back throw. There you go, Gigantic guy. Let's see what you can do about this Scripter. Not too much, huh? 5P, 5P.
Wait, it's a PRC behind, but it still catches! The red RC here just to swap the sides, bring him close towards the corner, trying to get that wall splat, doesn't get it. Still, okay. Able to be inspired from Scarf's play earlier, blows through the hammerfall there, and now in a comfortable 2-0 lead position. Definitely a complete reversal from what we've come to expect, at least from the bracket run so far.
Yep. In winners, like if someone is tuning in now, in winners this was a 3-1 for Franky, and we're gonna definitely not have that. Franky still has room to do the reverse sweep, but so far, Scripter Raph already did better than there. So can he close the 3-0, or does Franky has anything to say about that?
Find out though, great mash there, creating an opportunity, and this is the kind of pop busters we're looking for. An immediate swing of the health lead, great tempo now for WantedFranky. Even Scripter committing the burst, but we can also do a little grappling ourselves. The wild throw comes out into that revolver low, the BRC overhead, and WantedFranky's had enough, commits the burst here, wants to try and find a means. Look at this, look at the movement! Insane E-breaks off of the FD there, you don't see that enough.
But still, Scripter gets that one. The FD is looking really sharp. Look at that. All the time. It's a speedster gameplay right now, but this whole bad guy is dead. That's so crazy. Franky looking really scared right now. Scripter only needs this round and sees the 3-0. Franky needs to do something, but so far what he's going to do is to get blown through the wall with an HKD. This can actually be it with a wide throw to seal it.
Blink and you miss it moment. Scripter just fully online, making sure to not have a repeat of what sent him down into the losers. However, has to, deal with the consequences of the bracket so far. Never making it all the way to the grand finals, but in the loser side, meaning that Scripter has to win a cumulative of 6 games to Scarf's only 3 to be able to take the bracket, right? So win that first set, get into the reset, and thereafter challenge for the tournament win.
Yeah, the real deal begins. And in the end, this set ended with a command grab, which was to be expected. But if people had to bet, it was the other grappler on the screen. So now we'll see if Scripter can still get those same grabs onto the squishy and also hard to get ninja, or if Scarfed will be good enough, get out of the way and still punish and get those juicy counter punish, which honestly, like Chipp has crazy damage in those situations, if I'm totally honest.
Right. But what's definitely not tricky to grab are these last match arena codes as we're going to go into our final set of this evening.
Go get them, boys.
I think Asuka's also stick the wheel. Okay, no. Also the screen transition in time. So yeah, claim those codes, support these players. As Scripter start off things nice and violent, 2 solid touches, down to just 1 more after this hard knockdown to be able to take a very, very confident first round.
Yeah. Can he seal the deal, or can Scarfett do something about it? Nice block so far. Tries to get the wild throw to seal the deal, but it's not good enough. Scarfett gets the punish there, and now is forced to burst. So far, this will mean that still at least it's good enough for Scarfett in that sense. And this is going to be actually through the wall. Scarfett throwing the round upside down. It's my round now. You are the one who has to wait for it. And this was not pretty, but still worked. And actually Scarfett steal this round. He was 1 HP.
Very, very crazy indeed. I mean, listen, it's all a resource. Even though you may be a lower defense character, right, suffers a lot more damage, especially against the damage-dealing machine like Soul. But ultimately, right, the round isn't out until the health bar reaches 0.
And the Rekatsu connects here, and that means to para super through the wall. Burst is available again for both players, but it's a scary, scary situation. Both are in the same amount of hits, now for sure. Now looking better for Scripter. This round, I don't think Scarfett is going to burst, so we'll have to play like that. Last round of the first game, both on the same amount of burst, which is all. What can we see about this? Scarfett tries to go in, CS into 5H into Rega. Not good enough. Scripter finds the way in, but then the clash happens. A lot of dashing from both players. 5H really spaced, really calmed. Fafnir full screen mostly. The new neutral is being played over here. Nice conversion from the FS to H. That was low-key crazy. Super through the wall. Positive is for Scarfett, and Scripter takes the way now.
Pretty good momentum. Has to be careful of the meter on Scripter's side, but I don't think there will be a chance to use it as Scarf still in a dominating fashion. It's going to be securing that first game.
Was looking like, I think both rounds, like the 3 rounds actually started good for Scripter, but then something happened, some ninjutsu happened, or I don't know what, and Scarfett managed to steal both of the rounds that he needed to win. Really, really good. I didn't expect a random close dash. Yeah, me neither, son. Me neither. So yeah, game 2. Scarfett gets the first win. Scripter needs 3, and we go into the CP color now. Interesting.
Ooh, don't know what Scripter tried for there, but ultimately he's gonna have to concede into the burst. But man, Scarf is giving no room to Scripter at all. Scary situation, but of course Scripter is very prepared to just mash that close slash. Scarf expecting an opportunity to interact, seeing a volcanic wiper whiff right in front of his eyes, but that's just an elaborate ruse. As already you're down to that final touch with the bringer sealing the deal here. Scripter claiming that first round in game number 2.
Yep. Scarfett now gets the round start though. Gets the second hit of the DJH. This will go through the wall. No, because we go for the mix. And another mix coming right away. The DP is not good enough, and you are actually going to pay the price, which is a Sunsage. This is not going to kill though. We're gonna have 1 more hit to go away. It's not that broken, and it's going to be the 5D. Didn't react to the tap dust. And 1 round each, full burst. What do we got? 2D catches the fire slash there. 2K2D.
IB, scary as always. Really changing up the properties, every pressure, clean backdash there, but early burst from Scripter, especially trying to conserve the momentum, keep that corner position, but ultimately Scarf able to slip on by that full coast-to-coast combo. Trapped in the corner, good block on the bringer, but still the RC spent to just keep on running the pressure. Get the full confirm, but just look at how Scripter is bullying his way against Scarf, pushing him all the way into the corner, down to possibly that final interaction here to tie up the set.
Yeah, both players are looking at actually maybe 1 or 2 hits. Chipp can hit really hard when he has meter available. Fafnir doesn't hit. That meter has been used already. Scarfett gets the hit though with the haze now, but he's gonna need 1 more. It's gonna be super through the wall. Burst is available for Scripter, not for Scarfett. Still 1 meter because 1 hit is all Scripter needs to kill small Chipp. Ooh, this doesn't get that one. Burst is available and will be used to the whiffs.
Enough health there, yeah. Just go for the burst in the pressure. You won't really get a chance having taken a massive hit. And who won? Oh my goodness.
Scarfett. J2K trades and the hit was enough to kill, but Soul's hit was not good enough. That means Scarfett looks to 2-0. Wow, 2-0 is crazy situation to be in. 2-0 is a crazy situation because these players have been back and forth the whole time. Damn. Such an interesting.
It's exactly like one of those moments you mentioned earlier where against Scripter and Franky where the scoreboard doesn't explain the full story. We had to be here in the moment witnessing these round-to-round, interaction-to-interaction moments to see how close it is, and especially for Scarf by the skin of his teeth securing that game number 2.
Yeah. Scarf had really good adaptation by doing a 5k and then going into throw directly because that's one of the issues that A.B.A has, that it makes you be easier to throw. That he will be really... And as we see, the hit going in super goes through and through the wall indeed. Positive and HKD. What can we do with this?
Keeps it nice and simple, clean jump in, baits out the reversal, but doesn't get the punish, does it again, and this time with the hit. Scripter gonna opt to go for the burst here, feeling kind of confident despite the health advantage, but of course understands the defense rating of Chipp, that with some solid hits, he can quickly make that health bar disappear, though with that full stick of butter, has to be careful, tries to call out some kind of option, but here comes the Zanza and Roga, and even if this doesn't kill, the 50 meter behind it, just to push that last touch that he needs, and it's scarfed on tournament point.
Surprised by the damage even without the 100 meter. So yeah, Scarfett looking at Salty point right now will be 3 in a row, or Scripter can do the whole thing over. But right now, Scarfett looking really good. Scripter has to work his way out of Chipp pressure right now, out of the Rekka pressure. 5k gets the hit again. Through the wall you know. Through the wall you go. Another HDD, another positive. This is the tail that never ends. The infinite positive. Trying to burst bait here.
Ooh.
No!
Oh no, he could have recognized off the RC explosion that the burst was coming out, but nevertheless, solid lively position here for Scarf. Can take a few hits here as Scripter is really trying to push forward with some emergency buttons, but just like that, the final touch will land its mark. The RC for the extension. Scarf 3 zeros is yet again your repeated SaltyEU champion. The bag does go to him. The 50-50 is lost.
Evil wins again. Kinda poetic that Scarfett got 3 Salty wins and ended in a 3-0. Like I think that's the only reason that we got a 3-0, because these 2 players gave us an amazing spectacle. Shout out to R.E.V. Has been amazing throughout the whole bracket. Like every time we've seen him on screen has been an amazing performance every time. But Scarfett gets it again.
Does it once more. So with that, is the TO in the room with us? Oh, it looks like Scripter's controller crapped out towards the end there.
Oh, that's
happens.
Kind of lucky. Yeah. Oh, got turbo. Yeah, I hate when it happens. Like
like the controller firmware, the open source one, is nice and all, but they're releasing some features where I'm really like scratching my head, like why release this? Like turbo mode. I think they also wanted to introduce macros and stuff, but if you look at their full list, is that they kind of want to expand it beyond just a fight stick or like controller firmware. and push it into just general controller firmware. You can build anything off of it. Like I think at some point they're looking to crack Wiimotes as well.
Yeah, like wow, crazy. But well, these things do happen. Still, like it was an amazing game from both of them, even with the turbo. Like yeah, I don't know neither why the turbo is a thing on this type of controllers, but I don't make packs. I just use them, so that's it. And yeah, like I have bad news, chat. Your Macherino codes and everything are going to go to Evil Chipp, the villain, 3 times in a row. This is horrible news for the economy. And yeah, like Scarfett takes it again. I don't know if Ice wants to do something like ban.
Oh, he's just working on the top 8. So
the Tio is officially in the room with you now. I had to really scramble. Like normally I start making it around like the end of the like Lucis finalish, and like yeah, you got time during grand final. And I was like,
Scarf is killing this guy! Quick!
Especially with a couple of new people in sub 8. So normally I just have all the data pretty much down for like the Twitters and everything, and I'm like, all right, you know, I know everything. It's like almost auto fills, and I'm like, oh no, I have to look people up now. Faster. Yeah. But we made it.
At least the first place has been easy these 3 last weeks.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah, this guy died. Like, can't believe everyone goes to the AWT finals. Suddenly, Scuffed appears and wins every Salty. Can't believe it.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah.
3 Salties in a row. We have to call Andros and Tiger. People.
That's true.
This can't keep going.
Do you have anything you want to share with us before we head off?
Well, of course. AWT ended. Offline season is starting to ramp up once more. We're still in that little pause, right? That little lull state of off season, but already around the corner. Hessen Crash on the horizon. So definitely do not miss out on your EU offlines, especially if you're sick and tired of all these online quirks, right? Make sure to catch and support your big offline majors. Support your own locals if you can, which in the Netherlands, we got Zero Fundamentals happening. We try to aim to do it the last Saturday of the month, and so April 25th we're running another one where we will be doing, this is an under the table notice, but we will be doing some Strive in conjunction with the 2.0 releasing. Well, I think every local just doing Strive because of the 2.0 release.
Of the 2.0, yeah.
Yeah, but we're no different. So unlike the rest, we are a few weeks after. So maybe the patches are flush and nobody wants to show up, or maybe it's goated and we have peak signups. We'll see.
We'll have to see. Chat, remember to always support your locals, support your TOs, also support your alliances. Also, like any way that you can, not obviously, like if you can claim Macherino codes, which is free, or to even put a donation, but not even that, like you can even say like, thank you for doing this, thank you for the event, thank you for all of that, and all of that feels amazing. And Ice is doing an amazing job, and Joker has been an amazing partner tonight, like lovely. So please be thankful for this community that we have together, and yeah, just basically that. Love the community and give the love back.
Yeah, all right. That was very nice. I would say for me, of course, we're also going to have a Danish event in 2 weeks, the weekend of 2.0, just our monthly. And in August, if you guys want to go to a bigger event, we actually have a partnership with a pretty big convention in Denmark, in my city. 9,500 followers. That's pretty cool. But where we'll have access to a very large room dedicated to only FGC stuff, and the tickets will be cheap. There'll be prizes. We'll have stage stuff like that, streams, of course, and also there'll be, if you are Weep, there'll be all the regular Weep stuff. If you like cosplay shows and such, that's there, which is cool. But I'm just there to play games. It was really fire last year. It was really good. Yeah. We're gonna go to Scripture stream. I think Scripture is just kind of about to head off, but there's something weird happening in the stream, so
Oh, so good.
It's kind of. I don't know what's going on over there, but it's kind of fire. But we'll catch it before then.
Let's go there. Let's go there. So, bye bye everyone.
Yep.
See you next
Have
time.
a good one, everyone.
Blaze,
Out. Bye.